Yo, what up? We back with Chillin' 𝘗𝘗𝘳𝘓 here, back with another reaction. Today, we're going to be reacting to an entire album. We're going to be doing Atmospheres, Lucy Ford. Yeah, so I did Seven's Travels, and I liked it. I mean, it was definitely different than anything I had heard, so I'm excited going into this. There's 15 songs on this album, guys, so go ahead, pause. If you ain't got your snacks and drinks, get your seat in the upright position. Get comfortable because we gonna be here a minute. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say going into this. I'm excited. We're gonna just go ahead and go down the list. We're gonna start with song number 1, Between the Lines. So let's check it out.
What it is, it ain't, and what it ain't, it is a theme of a 𝘮𝘗𝘓.
It just hit me. Okay, when I was listening to the other album, I was thinking this sounds familiar, and I kept saying it sounded kind of like ICP, like the singer. I love the bass riffs, by the way. We're right back around. Hold on, let me give me just a second. What's the name of this? Everlast. This sounds like the dude. All right, listen. Let me. This sounds like that song, or the singer sounds similar to Everlast when he sings that song, What It's Like. So, let me know if I'm crazy, but that's it. And it was like this. I was like, oh man, this sounds so familiar. This person sounds so familiar. Obviously, I know it's a completely different person, but it was driving me fucking bonkers that I couldn't figure out it sounded like a person I couldn't remember. Anyways, that's who it sounds like to me. Anyway, since we're paused, let's kind of start talking about it a little bit. I like the music in this so far. It's just chill. It's just a vibe. I like the bass riffs. The bass riffs are really nice. So yeah. Anyways, there's a little ADHD side quest. Let's just keep on keeping on.
When he squints at the line from behind those shades, feel the summer's crest. Overdressed in so much sweat, his skin begins to shake. It's the surface sweat, the nervous mess, overbearing and jaded from carrying the weight, irritated and constipated, and it's all cover player hated, funneled and consolidated into the shell of one man with a gun, riding that thin line between the program and the sun. And I don't hate you, I'm trying to relate to, wishing you could find a trap door to escape through. But if I see you as a threat to my seedling or my sibling, I'll die to pull the plug on your machine. And I might just find somebody, and I just might just love somebody, and I just might just feel somebody, I just might just kill somebody, and I just might just find somebody, I just might just love somebody, and I just might just feel somebody, I just might just kill somebody.
It's interesting because the music is like, it almost feels like chill elevator music, almost like maybe a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more jazzy, but like the music itself, like without him singing, it almost sounds like something you hear when you like call into somewhere and they put you on hold. I like it. It's pretty chill. I'm trying to figure out what the song is about, and I'm going to say that a lot because that's what I do. Sometimes it takes me a minute to dial in, and that's part of the adventure for me. I enjoy spending a little bit of time trying to figure out what's going on. Obviously, I'm taking in everything for the first time with these songs and trying to, figure out what's going on with the music, figure out what's going on with the lyrics, and, just figure out what's fucking going on. So let's just keep on keeping on.
Can you see her? She spends her whole day in the theater, living her time in the life that she would prefer, and she stirs nothing, comes and goes as she wishes, oblivious to her whole existence. But if they only knew about the thought can't seem to stop from coming through, coming across at a loss for dialogue, walking through the fog with her eyes closed and her mind gone. And now she lives in the films that she sees, in daydreams that she kills us repeatedly. I'm impressed with the tolerance she brandishes. If it was me, I would have snapped from the sheer over anxiousness. I'm waiting for the day she strolls through muddy waters and slaughters sons and daughters and bloody mothers and fathers. Lovely little case study, castaway cutie, masturbating in the back of that matinee movie. And someday, one day, when the credits roll, she'll hold a pocket full of gunplay for the ignorant souls. Then we'll know to what depth awake touches sleep. May we walk the thin line between shallow and deep end.
So obviously the name of the album is called Lucy Ford. So I'm wondering if like this is going to be a story about somebody. Obviously he's talking about some chick here, and I don't know, lots happening, guys. She sounds like an interesting person so far, whoever this person is.
I just might just find somebody. I just might just love somebody, and I just might just feel somebody. I just might just.
This the best way for me to describe this music, honestly. I don't partake like I used to. Like I got like a Delta 8 pen that I hit at night now, and I kind of chill out. But back in the day, boy, allegedly, because it's illegal here in Georgia, allegedly, back in the day, we used to, you know, we used to chill. Anyways, this is some like straight smoking music. It sounds like this is some shit you just put on and just like puff puff pass. I mean, God, I sound like such a fucking boomer right now. Anyways, back in my day. Anyways, this is just chill vibes. Like I don't really know how else to describe this. This is just like nothing wild's happening. There's a story and it's just chill. Like it's almost, I keep kind of slipping into like this groove where like I forget that I'm supposed to be trying to figure out what the lyrics are meaning, and I'm just enjoying it. So it's real easy to just kind of get lost in the song and like how just chill it is. I don't know. This is interesting because a lot of the music I react to is like there's a lot going on, and there's like, you know, I'm trying to, and I don't know, it like I'm more of a like in a hyper aware state for this song so far, and I don't know if it's going to be like this for the rest of the album. I'm just like, we chilling, dog. Shit, we chilling. So let's keep on rolling.
Somebody, and I just might just find somebody. I just might just love somebody, and I just might just feel somebody. I just might just kill myself. He used to write his rhymes and recite his lines all the time. Sometimes he'd make them up right off the top of his mind. After doing shows for years, getting respect from peers, killed the ego looking at these people like they're weird. Road trips turned into head trips, became a hunger for sedative.
That was slick. That the way he flowed these together, this reminds me of Eminem. The way that he like, I don't even know, man. That was slick. Hold on, let me back it up. There we go.
I just might just kill myself. He used to write his rhymes and recite his lines all the time. Sometimes he'd make them up right off the top of his mind. After doing shows for years, getting respect from peers, killed the ego looking at these people like they're weird. Road trips turned into head trips, became a hunger for sedatives and eccentric etiquette. Optimism needs to feed off self-esteem, but it seems as if he doesn't see and hasn't felt a thing. Records sell well, but still underground. Travels town to town, holding hands with fans that love the sound. When it comes around, let's hope he can enjoy it. Don't slow down momentum, afraid he might destroy it. When he stops to shake the hand, I doubt they understand that here now stands only the shadow of a man, having a hard time with life on a drum roll. Walking that high wire, passing it off as humble, but it's a thin line between screams and smiles. He's seen the miles, wishing he could go home and read to his child, but tonight's the last day. Put the button in the ashtray, lock the door and slit both wrists backstage.
Jesus Christ, that is depressing. Okay, well, I was about to pause it anyways, but I wasn't sure what the part of for the girl was about. But this sounds like, I don't know if this is a story about multiple people, but in the third verse right here, it just sounds like a dude that's like, I don't know, he's touring, he's on tour, trying to, I don't know if he's like, I don't know how to describe this. I don't know if he's like a washed up singer. I don't know if he's like, did he used to be famous and now he's not relevant anymore, or is he like trying to get started and he's struggling to get started? Either way, what, like, there's one extreme, one of those extremes I feel like that's happening, and it's obviously stressing him the fuck out. So interesting. I hope there's an about. I hope there's an about to this song.
I just might just find somebody. I just might just love somebody, and I just might just feel somebody. I just might just kill somebody, and I just might just find somebody. I just might just love somebody, and I just might just feel somebody. I just might just kill somebody. And onwards, forwards, continuance, renaissance, encore, ignorance, wrapped inside of innocence. Onward, forward, continuance, renaissance, encore, ignorance, wrapped inside of innocence. Onward, forward, continuance, renaissance, encore, ignorance, wrapped inside of innocence. Nothing but love for the music and its offspring, bouncing off of the box springs, trying to make it to the cross. I just might just, I just might just, I just might just, I just might just, I just,
Okay, there's an about. Yeah, straight smoking song, y'all. All right. So it's called Between the Lines. So I don't know. Let's see. The intro to Atmospheres, Lucy Ford the Atmospheres EP album, Slug dives straight into 3 verses, each examining the lives of seemingly unrelated people by grouping them all together and examining them between the lines. We find that they are quite related. They share the same struggles as outlined in the chorus. Oh, okay. This song is also the very rare Sad Clown Bad dub tape? Huh. Interesting. So it's basically a story of so that's what I was wondering. I was wondering if it was about different people. So it's about different people, and they're all just, it's talking about their struggles. And the first person is talking about how they might love somebody. Okay, yeah. So it's basically the same thing. The second person, I don't know, man. It's pretty bad. This someone needs to check on the dude in the second verse. Anyways, I don't know. I like this so far. The opening to the album's great. I don't really know what to say about this one. I think we're gonna keep rolling. I don't want to make this video 4 hours long. So we're going to keep on rolling. This is a good intro. We've got some Muddy Waters. Is this the Muddy Waters is the bakery and bar in Minneapolis? Okay. I think Muddy Waters was also the name of like a famous blues player. Let me see. It's also McKinley Morganfield. Also known as Muddy Waters, an American blues musician. That's what I thought. He is considered the father of modern Chicago blues and was a major inspiration for the British blues explosion in the 1960s. Going through Muddy Waters could refer to having the blues. He sings here, and he is the blues. Interesting. Yeah, I seen Muddy Waters and I immediately thought, I like some old blues, man. I don't listen to it a ton. I've never been like super into it to where like I just go play it, but I appreciate it a lot. Anytime like I hear it or I'm somewhere where I hear the blues, I appreciate that shit. So, all right, let's hop on to the next one. Let me go ahead and let me drag this. I'm gonna hide this window that way I can look up the next one. I don't ever know what YouTube's gonna be all like. Oh, these song lyrics. It can have some wild words in here, and it's going to pop up. How to make a explosive device, and I don't want to do that on. I don't want to do that on YouTube. I'll get in trouble. All right. Let's see. Next one's Like Today. Atmosphere. All right. Here we go. There we go. Let's do it.
In tomorrow I see no promise. And yesterday
offbeat, it was like.
Woke up, got up, near 11 o'clock. butt naked except I was wearing my socks. And that's cool, cause most of the time this floor is cold. Stand up and stretch, look around this mess. My place has been a cave since she left me. Make my way to the kitchen, start the coffee. Then dip to the bathroom, begin the triple S and wash the previous evening off me. Now out the shower, get dry, shove a Q-tip in my ear. Well, what do we have here?
Bro, this dude's just literally singing about what he's doing. I wake up in the morning and I slide my slippers on. I walk to the door and I see if it's daytime outside. I like it. It sounds good. I shuffle to the kitchen and see the dishes are dirty. I know I gotta wash them later.
As if a piece of me has got motivation. Ain't nothing wrong with a little morning masturbation. Fresh, dressed like 50 cents. Clean and awake, now I'm ready to commence. Spark up the caffeine and nicotine binge. And that's pretty much the pattern of how the day begins. And I write for an hour, maybe half hour more. Then I put on my shoes and grab my key for the door. Put my headphones on for this world I ignore. Trek down the street towards the record store. Hey bro, how you doing? Anything new today? Man, how you been? It's the same old same again. Well then, I'll be gone, friend. I'll see you around. And I'm out, destination uptown. In the summertime, the women wear a lot of skin. And if I sit in one spot...
This also gives me like Sublime vibes. That's the other thing. Like, the dude like doesn't really sound like him a lot. It's just... It's got those like, maybe like... What is Sublime classified as? I think one time I had said something about them sounding... It's not reggae because people lit me up for that. This wasn't in a video. This was just... I was talking to someone. They're like, what do you mean? Let's see. Oh, ska. That's what it is. So like ska, punk, surf, rock, hip hop. Okay. This, I don't know. It's really hard to say because the songs don't like sound a ton like a Sublime song, but the vibe is there. There's like this feeling that I'm getting that makes me think of Sublime. So
I can take them all in. Sometimes I even talk to see if I can make one grin. And if not, it's cool, I ain't gonna take it personal. It's cool. From Ann Landers to Annie to Franco to Orphan Annie, I love all women, but most of them just can't stand me. I don't know, maybe it's my hair or my clothes, or maybe she noticed that you was digging in your nose. Either way, it's okay, I wasn't trying to get laid. I just wanted to say, I hope you have a great day. And then she stopped with a smile that began to blush. Here, take my number, call me up, I'll come over and make you lunch. I got up and headed down towards the bookstore to check the titles that my man Michael's got me looking for. My visit was short cause I just couldn't feel that cat behind the counter acting like I'm here to steal. So I dipped back out into a cloud of tattoos, pierced body parts and colorful hairdos. And I questioned, did Babylon resemble this? Are we getting any closer to the end of the list? A sensuous kiss placed on apocalypse. We teach them how to make a fist but not to resist. And I'm wondering, how do we find this position? But people are people and I still love them, especially the women. Onwards to the coffee shop, maybe muddies for a refill. And some sociological studies see the junkies while they coexist with the sobers, all the bugging of vibe.
I see he brought up muddies again, so I guess that's gonna be like a theme here. I guess he hung out in that area a lot. That's interesting. That's the thing. I like it whenever you have people that like talk about their hometown a lot, because obviously living there and getting to like, I don't know, I guess it gives you a certain sense of pride. I like that a lot.
Position, but people are people and I still love them, especially the women. Onwards to the coffee shop, maybe muddies for a refill. And some sociological studies see the junkies while they coexist with the sobers, all the bugging of eyeballs, the shrugging of shoulders. And that's when I saw her sipping the water. I wanna kiss her mom just for having this daughter. Excuse me, miss, I don't mean to come across strong, but I've been waiting a while and you've been taking too long. And she smiled and I began to blush. She asked if I'd like to go to the bathroom and make some love. And I got visions of us and the mirror getting steamed. And that's the very moment I woke up from the dream. Woke up, got up, near 11 o'clock, butt naked except I was wearing my socks. And that's cool, cause most of the time this floor is cold. Stand up and stretch and look for my soul.
So let's see, did he go home with her? I woke up from the dream. Oh, this was a dream. I was so confused. I don't know how I missed this, but I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I'm slipping into like the groove. I was like, man, this is like, these songs are just so chill. Like, they're just like, if you're trying to have a road trip, that is not a way to word that. If you're going on a road trip and you just want some like vibing music, I mean, I don't know, man. I like this. This is just straight. I could put something like this on, like back when I programmed, like back whenever I was a software developer. I could put something like this on, and it's not like too super distracting. It's just, I enjoy it, and it's just a vibe. So it's good. I don't want to like make it sound like, you know, it's not good. It's good. It's just the music that I listen to, boy. I like straight. Like there's just a lot, so it's hard for me to concentrate with this. Like there's, I don't know, man. It's just doing something to make me just like, just vibe. We just vibing.
In tomorrow I see no promise, and yesterday was like today. In tomorrow I see no promise.
I like this. This part's really good.
And yesterday was like today. In tomorrow I see no promise, and yesterday was like today. In tomorrow I see no promise, and yesterday was like today.
All right, so let's see. This song we found, song is basically a very depressing version of Silk Rick's La-Di-Da-Di. La-Di-Da-Di. Let's see what that is. A depressing version. Nah, I'm not going to read all that. It's just a song. Okay. Interesting. So, I don't know what to say. It's just, I guess the whole song was a dream. Like, he just dreamed he was going and like waking up and doing all this stuff and going to the coffee shop, and he sees a hot chick, and then he wakes up. It's interesting. Did we just get inceptioned? Guys? I like this. I like the vibe of this album so far. It's just chill, and I'm probably going to say that 38 billion more times, because, I don't know, that's the thing that stands out the most to me. Sometimes whenever I'm trying to get a feel for music, there's things that stand out, usually, and the thing that's standing out the most to me about this is it's just a vibe. It's just chill, and I like that, man. So sometimes I don't want to be wound up listening to someone like scream at the top of their lungs. Sometimes I don't want to listen to like something that like keeps making me want to get up and dance and shit. Like, this is just, I could just sit here and just zone the fuck out to this. Like, I don't really know how else to say it. I like that. All right, let's see what the next one is. We got Tears for the Sheep. Tears for the Sheep. That's interesting. All right, y'all like my keyboard ASMR. Y'all gonna be hearing that a lot, honestly. I have another monitor over here that I'm like Googling stuff on. But there was a couple of things like, at one point I looked up, because again, like he still sounds like, I was looking up other artists similar to Atmosphere, similar to Slug. So I didn't see anything that I recognized. I just swear, like he's just got this voice that just feels like familiar. I don't know. Maybe it's just his voice. All right, let's see. Tears for the Sheep. Let's do it.
A city of fools, I wanna bash whoever's responsible for this incomprehensible lack of passion. The sucker's been seduced down to the stick, and the peasants fill their bellies with the poisons you omit. I've come to separate the heads and shoulders of these tracing paper soldiers that have been designated to take it over. I'ma roll a couple of boulders off the cliff on the road below. Look out below, cause I don't know what I'ma hit. Yeah, I live by the the word until I die by your sword. Even when I'm dead, my head will live inside your RCA chords. I'll wait for the right time, but it resembled nowadays. Descended on the earth to put an end to all your holidays. The assassin, covered in plain clothes, smothered the sunlight and set flame to your rainbows. And then came the storm. Bewildered those that didn't contemplate fate disguised as the norm. And when the smoke evaporated and the damage was assessed, the casualties were counted as they looked upon the mess. As they focused their eyes on the horizon, who'd have guessed? All that stood atop the hill was number 7 silhouette.
Okay. I feel like this one is the first like song where we have something that has to be kind of figured out. This all peasants fill their bellies with the poisons you emit. I wonder what this is about. There's a lot going on. Let's keep listening, but I'm going to be trying to decipher this one a little bit more. Because this one's not straight up. The last song was literally old dude. I wake up and I walk to the kitchen and make an omelet. Bomblet. Hit them them down. It's omelet. Like, I don't know. I can't freestyle, obviously. Something that rhymes with omelet. All right. So, God, if I edited these videos, I'd probably edit that out. But no, y'all are just stuck here with the real me. Bloopers and all. Alright, so yeah, this one feels like it's a little bit more involved, so let's keep listening and try and figure out what's happening.
Head splitting tears, cement breaking, weeping for these people walking in they sleep. My talk is not as cheap and my thoughts are not as deep as the day I woke up to discover I lost my sheep. Head splitting tears, cement breaking, weeping for these people walking in they sleep. My talk is not as cheap and my thoughts are not as deep as the day I woke up to discover I lost my sheep. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words.
He lost his sheep. What is happening? What is this song about? I'm gonna figure it out eventually, but there's something happening here. I feel like.
Weeping for these people walking in they sleep. My talk is not as cheap and my thoughts are not as deep as the day I woke up to discover I lost my sheep. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, I beg 1,000 pardons for each word I've used for personal gains, but the letters that float through my head to mold my sentences could never be contained by your simple picture frames. For every intoxicated moment I hate life, I strive to balance my aura by dancing with the light. Sometimes it's difficult to stay quiet. I fight it each time I find myself walking across your eyelids, wishing the malnutrition the imagination of yours could see the truth you breathe through each one of your pores. And now the days are drastic, the nights last forever. Wanna tear this motherfucker up and put it back together. I'd like to ask the cats that act like they my peers, if you spent the energy I've spent trying to count the tears. One of these days I'm gonna climb the tallest building of all, give a warning to those below and let the tears fall.
Bro, the way that he rhymes is so creative. It's so good. Like, this dude is so good. Why are they not more famous? Why have I never heard of them until, like, this was a request? I mean, obviously, this is what year did this one? This was their EP. Let me look. Let's see. 2001, bro. Oh, it's so long ago. Oh, I don't like being reminded how old I am. It's definitely, it's crazy because you can tell this just feels like one of them like early 2000s like ish song. And I don't even know what to compare it to because it's just got so many elements from so many things that I've heard. I remember one time I went to the fair. Was it the fair? Yeah, it was the fair. And they had this little thing where you could like, it was like a fishing game, and you basically like tried to like win like music, and you tried to win CDs. And so I remember the whole reason I wanted to do it was because they had a Korn CD, and like I was really into Korn at the time. And this was probably around 2002, 2001, 2002, maybe 2000. I think it might have been 2001 or 2002. So it was right around this time. Anyways, I didn't win the Korn CD. That was the one that they get to lure you in. They ended up, you ended up just winning random shit from like bands that like nobody's heard of. And I remember winning, like I got 2 CDs, and I don't remember the names of either the artists. Like, I mean, this has been years ago, but I didn't have the internet, and I had my little CD player, so I just listened to this shit. I didn't have like, I didn't have a lot of options back then, but I just remember, like, I think about that, and like songs like this make me think about those times, if that makes sense. I just think about like the time of my life back then, because there's something about the way that these songs are that it just feels like the early 2000s. Anyways, that was a little bit of a rant or a ramble.
Give a warning to those below and let the tears fall. All the head splitting tears, cement breaking, weeping for these people walking in they sleep. People walking in they sleep. My talk is not as cheap and my thoughts are not as deep as the day I woke up to discover I lost my sheep. Head splitting tears, cement breaking, weeping for these people walking in they sleep. People walking in they sleep. My talk is not as cheap and my thoughts are not as deep as the day I woke up to discover I lost my sheep. The damage overseen by...
Okay, that was nice. That's Aretha Franklin. I don't know if I know what song this is from, but I definitely recognize her voice, and I definitely like that part. Let me back that up.
The damage overseen by anyone that comprehends. The anguish felt only by the ones that invest. The language was primitive, the listener complex, and everyone was trying to define success. All the self-proclaimed prophets dressed up to look like poets, pretending to be martyrs that they're not. You can learn all their names and ingrain them on your brain's memory so you can spout them off the top. You kill them all and let God give them haircuts. The flood has begun and no one has been paired up, so I'ma take a second to beckon the downfall of your so-called civilized nation. Yo, stop the sound now.
Jeez, so he's talking about the flood. This one's interesting. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm sitting over here just vibing, bro. Like, oh man, there's no about. All right, well, y'all let me know what this one's about in the comments, because I'm not going to Google it. I feel like it's more fun when y'all tell me. I was trying to figure it out as I went along, but there's just, I don't know, man. I'm trying to look through and see if anything stands out. You kill them, let God give them haircuts. What is this? In the year 1209, under Pope Innocent, his name's Pope Innocent III, there was a massacre in the town, and the French, in search of a religious minority, the Cathars, when concerned about killing innocent Catholics, the soldiers were told to kill them and let God sort them out. This was simplified. This was the simplified and in modern translation. Kill them and let God sort them out? Brother, what do you mean? It's dark. I don't really know what to think about this one, guys. Y'all let me know in the comments what this one's about. I like this one. I just don't know what the hell's going on. It's just a lot. It's just a lot of stuff. And I don't have nothing to refer back to. It sounds like he's talking about like peasant. He makes a lot of medieval references, or a lot of like he's talking about losing his his sheep. He's talking about losing his sheep. I don't know, bro. Y'all let me know. Let me know in the comments. I don't want to Google it because that takes all the fun out of it. If y'all want me to, let me know in the comments if y'all want me to start doing that so I can figure it out and then go, but I think it's more fun whenever if I don't know it or I can't figure it out, that y'all tell me. These songs are jammed so far. I like it. Something else I was gonna say. Oh, so one thing I was thinking about, he had the Aretha Franklin thing randomly in there. I noticed in the last song at the beginning and the very end, he had something else that was singing and was smooth. I wish I could get more of that throughout the song. I'm all about like balance in the songs that I listen to. So a lot of my favorite metal songs are a balance of like the harsh screams and then the melodics. So you'll either have like one lead singer that does both parts, or you'll have two singers. One's like the heavier vocalist and one's like the melodic vocalist. And the better that the song is balanced out, the like, I don't know, the more feng shuied it is in my brain. I don't know how to describe it, but that's kind of what I would like to hear a little bit more of. So let's keep on keeping on. Next song, let's have a look. It's called Guns and Cigarettes. All right, here we go.
stepping.
Okay. Whoa. This already obviously is called Guns and Cigarettes, so they give it like this like country, western country vibe at the beginning. I like that. I'm not a huge I don't listen to a country. I grew up listening to it because my grandma listened to it, but and I can appreciate it. It's just not. It's never really been my jam, and there's only a handful of songs I've ever liked. But again, I can appreciate it. I like that. I like what they did there. It sounded like a saloon with the piano. Oh, that wasn't a piano. That was a. Oh no, there was.
Rappers stepping to me. They wanna get some, but most of them should go and try to boost.
This is actually. I know I'm pausing it a lot. That's because this is the first music part that has really got me, grabbed me so far. Everything else has been good. This is ooh, I like this. This is weird because it's also got some blues. The little riff that happened before the piano part was like a blues riff. So. Interesting. This gave me more of a country western vibe at first, and then it started feeling like the blues, so.
Rappers stepping to me. They wanna get some, but most of them should go and try to boost their monthly income. Speaking over beats is the only time I feel complete. I don't hear the weak and I don't fear defeat. So what you got? Connect the dots. I raise the pot and remove the blood clot from the brain of hip-hop. The name remains in tip-top shape. I'm still the whack rapper scapegoat and the aim of their hate. I came in late and took a chair in the rear, but my classmates were unaware how long I've really been there. My peers have been held back for years, holding back the tears. Everybody knows our name like we was the cast from Cheers to the good times. Tonight is mighty special, so fasten your seatbelts, cause I'ma launch this vessel. Ain't gonna land until I'm bigger than Expo, and bigger than ecstasy, and bigger than techno.
Bigger than ecstasy, and bigger. Let me see. That was something. The whack rapper's scapegoat, the aim of their hate. So he's just talking about people hating on him. It just occurred to me. I have no clue what this dude looks like. I don't know what ethnicity he is. I know nothing about him. Let's see. Atmosphere Slug. Oh. He looks exactly like I would have imagined. I mean, he just literally looks exactly like he sounds like he should look. I don't know how else to say that. Huh. Interesting. Oh, he's 53. I'd be interested to watch some interviews of this dude. Someone said so. Obviously, I try to go through and I read all the comments, and I try to reply to as many as possible. And then if I can't, I usually at least like it, and every comment gets read. So someone did say that they're still touring and making music, so I like that. Interesting. I'd be interested to watch an interview, because I see some stuff popping up here. Oh, they've got something called the Travelers Podcast. Interesting. All right, well, yeah, let's keep on keeping on. I just had that thought whenever we was making it through here. I was like, I have no clue what this guy looks like.
Bigger than Jesus and bigger than wrestling, bigger than the Beatles and bigger than breast implants. It's gonna be the biggest thing to hit these little kids. Bigger than guns, bigger than cigarettes.
This motherfucker said bigger than Espo, bigger than ecstasy, bigger than techno. He wants to be bigger than Jesus, bigger than wrestling, bigger than the Beatles, and bigger than breast implants. Brother. That's blues. That's a blues
the next
guitar.
Girl of mine asked me to keep her name out my rhyme, so I said this rhyme that I'm about to say. It came from the heart and it went this way. Go to hell, girl, you make me sick. I hope your new boyfriend gets cancer in his dick. Now what the fuck makes you think I'd put your name on my record? Nah, I feel a lot better. You know what? I ain't drank 40 since I became old enough to drink. I'm not caught up in what the fuck these people think, cause when I die, they're gonna find the missing link. But tonight I'm gonna gonna vomit in the kitchen sink. I'm surprised more of y'all don't get hit by cars. Missing your surroundings, staring at the stars. I'm lonely without a woman that wants to spar. That's why I spend so much time in these bars. Drunk poolside, screaming do or die. Looking at the water, asking who am I? Saw my reflection, yes, I'm super fly. As you can guess again, I'm too damn high. But I'm bigger than Jesus, and bigger than wrestling, bigger than the Beatles, and bigger than breast.
This one might be my favorite one on the album. So far, obviously we're on the 4th song. We got a ways to go, but I like this one. This one's pretty dope, and I keep hearing that bluesy guitar, and it sounds so good. It sounds like it's got to be an electric, I think, because I don't know, acoustic just has like a specific sound. Sounds like it's an electric. And he's doing palm mutes for some of the strings that he's hitting. Sounds really good though.
I saw my reflection, yes, I'm super fly. As you can guess again, I'm too damn high. But I'm bigger than Jesus, and bigger than wrestling, bigger than the Beatles, and bigger than breast implants. I'm gonna be the biggest thing to hit these little kids. Bigger than guns, bigger than cigarettes. What they say to you? But they said drop dead. I can't, I got a lot left. More than just another arrogant asshole pothead in the top 10 of who you'd love to hear on tracks. Smiling for the camera while I surf upon your earwax. This beer's flat, she kisses like a stripper. Coming to terms with my status as a drifter. Girl, I'm only in this town for one night, and these neon lights keep me distracted from my plight. I feel like a legend on a leash, making an effort to break every piece that I can reach. Yeah, I got something to say and even more to teach, but first let me scrape these feces from my cleats. Standing on the roof, complaining to the moon. The only time I tell the truth is when I'm naked in my bedroom. Soon I'ma reap the harvest of my struggles, but for now all of y'all can call me Slug.
Bro, this it's interesting because a lot of these songs are just him talking about people doing stuff. Like, I don't know, it's just like, I met this chick and da 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 da. We fucking went to the fair. Like, I don't know. He tells these stories, and it's interesting because I feel like I don't hear that a ton. I feel like this is he tells the story, so it kind of feels like you're going with him on an adventure. I think that's the best way to put it, and I like that because with the music isn't anything too wild. Again, like this song, I like the music in it a little bit better than the previous 3 songs. But again, it's nothing like wild, insane. It don't have like these insane guitar solos or drum fills or, it's just a vibe. And it just feels like we're kind of going on a journey with him. So I like it.
Bigger than Jesus and bigger than wrestling, bigger than the Beatles and bigger than breast implants. I'm gonna be the biggest thing to hit these little kids. Bigger than guns, bigger than cigarettes. Give it here, give it here. Bigger than Jesus and bigger than wrestling, bigger than the Beatles and bigger than breast implants. Bigger than Jesus and bigger than wrestling, bigger than the Beatles and bigger than breast implants. Yeah. Bigger than guns, bigger than cigarettes.
It's weird because I hear the guitar and then I hear what sounds like a piano, but I can't quite tell. I can't quite tell if I'm hearing the piano. It's gotta be because there's no way. Let me back up just a hair.
Bigger than breast implants. Yeah. Bigger than guns, bigger than cigarettes.
Yeah, that sounds like a guitar and a piano. Alright, so one of Slug's more playful tracks, lampooning pop culture, mainstream hip-hop, and indeed himself. This is an exaggerated statement of ambition for fame. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was kind of thinking, I was like, this dude just sounds like he wants to blow up and be bigger than life. I mean, obviously everybody's kind of got ambitions, especially whenever you're starting out. I don't know, I can't imagine what it would be like to be in a band and like start to get famous, like I don't know, man. I can't imagine the mixture of like it being overwhelming, but also being like the sky's the limit. So it's an interesting concept. There was something that I thought of that I wanted to say whenever I was listening to it, but I can't remember. But yeah, song sounds like a song that's like an exaggerated perception of, you know, someone's view on wanting to be famous or wanting to be bigger. I like it. I think this has been my favorite one so far. So, yes, let's see what we got next. We've got "Don't Ever Fucking Question That." All right, that's the name of a song. Let's see. Don't ever fucking question that. I'm curious what this one's going to be about. And one other thing that I was going to mention, they have 15 songs on this album. I can't imagine sitting down and writing 5 fucking songs, period. Obviously, they got multiple albums, but I don't know, man. That's got to be like so much time spent like sitting down and like thinking up lyrics and like maybe not specifically thinking up lyrics, because a lot of people's creative process, the lyrics just kind of come to them at like throughout life, or, you know, when they're doing stuff, and they probably just jot them down. But obviously I feel like that only gets you so far, and then when you sit down to do the writing process to make a song, you've got to fill in the gaps and make things rhyme and all that stuff. But I don't know, man. I love music, and I mean, I've been playing guitar for years. I just can't imagine sitting down and writing a ton of music. It's so impressive. All right, so "Don't Ever Fucking Question Me" is next. Let's hop right on it.
Don't ever fucking question that. Don't ever fucking question that. Don't ever
fucking question that, not me.
Don't ever fucking question that. Don't ever fucking question that. Don't ever fucking question that. Enough to hold you to the brightest of lights, to place you dangerously close to that sun. Enough to acknowledge the flaws you can't ignore and recognize the cause of what's done is done. More than enough to put my name behind my ideals and neglect my logic twice daily. Enough to keep me looking for my Lucy in the sky with gems when I remember how you used to call me baby. Enough to look in my mirror with the test for every tear you shed regardless of why you wept. Enough to curse any man who can't appreciate the depths of the ocean I swam till I ran out of breath. I love you, don't ever fucking question that. That's why we'll probably never get along. If I was better at
in the very beginning, I wonder what he's saying enough to, because he made a reference to Icarus here, flying too close to the sun. Obviously, don't ever fucking question that is about, you know, I love you, don't ever fucking question that. Pretty straightforward. I don't know, maybe he's just trying to tell someone how much he cares about them, but he's also like weaving in other metaphors? Oh no, let's see.
With the test for every tear you shed regardless of why you wept. Enough to curse any man who can't appreciate the depths of the ocean I swam till I ran out of breath. I love you, don't ever fucking question that. That's why we'll probably never get along. If I was better at finding the right words to say, I wouldn't need to write these motherfucking songs. I love you. I love you. Never. Don't ever fucking question that.
I like that backup music. The music that's happening, and it's got the whatever's happening in the background. I like that. That gives like this good little melody. That makes this song sound less like, it makes it sound almost more like a ballad or like a love song. And obviously, you know, he's talking about being in love with somebody or loving somebody, but I like the music behind it because it also makes you feel that way too.
Don't ever fucking question that.
He does something with his voice where it sounds like it's dubbed over, and it's like two of him talking at the same time. I don't know how to explain that, and I don't know what it's called. It just sounds like a dub where it sounds like there's... I don't know, there's two of them. I don't know.
Riding the public transit, I study the blank stares to answer my questions of how and why I got so many.
Not right here,
hairs. I take care of the nervous that runs through my extension cord, and I reflect on that reoccurring dream where we met the Lord. Single file lines to give her a pound, one at a time. But when I faced her, I attempted to embrace her. She looked so fine. I awokened from my sleep before her bodyguard had the chance to beat me to submission, and I still walk with my religion. I watch the children scurry in circles around a two-way mirror, worrying about which side of the glass projects the reflection clearer. I hear the whispers of the wind trying to get me to grin, gassing me up about the love that I plucked and I've been stuck within. For every eclipse that stares at me from the other side of a paper cup of espresso, I light a match beneath the kettle, and for every set of lips that come attached and equipped with that program to seek success, I bleed my ethics at a slow drip. I know a man who met a woman, don't remember where. Big beautiful eyes and
I like that he talks about espresso, and then he says that he bleeds his ethics out at a slow drip. Like, the dude's really clever at writing this music. Like, he does all these little things that definitely enhance the song, but it's real clever, and I like that a lot.
Beneath the kettle, and for every set of lips that come attached and equipped with that program to seek success, I bleed my ethics at a slow drip. I know a man who met a woman, don't remember where. Big beautiful eyes and light brown hair. She was from the burbs, he was from the south side of the city. This was back when Franklin Avenue was still pretty. Two different worlds apart, but the world is just a small town. We all know how people like to get down. Here we go, Aquarius, Pisces, feel the flow of the fluid as I swim through it. To free my soul, push up the cane without the glove, numb the pain, the magic from up above. What it does for the brain, make the love, paint the picture, write the song. The player met a virgin, made a Virgo, named him Sean. Make the love, paint the picture, write the song. The player met a virgin, made a Virgo, named him Sean. Make the love, paint the picture, and write that song to the break of dawn. I love you, don't ever fucking question that. That's why we'll probably never get along. If I was better at finding the right words to say, I wouldn't need to write these motherfucking songs.
So it's interesting. I like the hook for this. I like it because obviously, like, you can have feelings for someone that are so strong that is frustrating to feel like you're unable to express the way that you feel. You almost feel like words don't do it justice, and explaining it doesn't do it justice. And so I like how he's saying, you know, he can't find the words to say it. If he could, he wouldn't be writing these songs. I like that.
I love you, don't ever fucking question that. That's why we'll probably never get along. If I was better at finding the right words to say, I wouldn't need to write these motherfucking songs. I love writing all of these songs. Make the love write and all of the write the song. Make the love write the picture, write that song. Make the love write the picture and write the song. I love you, I love you.
This must be what it feels like to be schizophrenic with all them voices happening at the same time. This one wasn't super crazy or anything like that, but it was a good, like, it was a good little vibe. I did read this because the song was taking too long to end and I have ADHD. By the beginning of the live version of the track released on Sad Clown Bad Dub 3, Slug says for Stacy, his mother. So, I guess the first thing he talked about he loves is his mom. I like that. The beat samples the 1980 song from Cincinnati Jazz, the artist 𝘯𝘰𝘯𝘢 entitled Just As Long As We Have Love. I like that. So yeah, this is a love song, but I guess he's talking about his mom. Interesting, interesting. What is this sad clown bad dub? Is this like... Is this one of their albums? Oh, I'm just going to look real quick. Oh, they had something come out recent. I say recently. About 3 years ago. I'm just looking, Ford 1, Ford 2, the Lucy EP. So is Lucy Ford like the two Fords put together? These are extended plays. Okay, never mind. Jesus Christ, bro. There's so many. Okay, so they've got so many much songs. So many much songs or albums. Jeez Louise. Alright, anyways, I don't want to get any spoilers. I just was curious about their discography. Alright. So, I like that one. We're just going to keep on rolling. We're at almost an hour and we're only 6 songs in, bruh. 6 songs in. Let me see. What's the next one? It Goes. So let me pull that up. All right, here we go. Interesting.
Now when you come to apply for the job, don't tell them that you're homeless, cause I promise they won't hire you. And if they like your songs, just nod your head and play along. Never tell them what inspires you. I'll bet my fans know me better than my friends do, because my friends don't pay that much attention. The fans memorize every single sentence, which makes them far too smart to ever start a friendship. I need to start writing pieces about other people's problems, cause the strangers are starting to get worried. I'm in a hurt.
That bass riff though is fucking getting it, bro. That bass riff though, shoo, I like it. They got some kind of weird. It sounds like a really high pitched guitar, but it sounds like I don't know. It sounds like they're playing it like all the way down the neck. So there's like really high tension.
To try to slow the system down a bit and find happiness before I hit 30. Okay, I've said too much. I wear my heart on my sleeve when all I need to do is write a hit, man. Somebody should have showed me how to shut up and breathe, cause there's a time and place to bite your lips, man. It goes peace to phobia for the boots made for...
I was literally sitting here biting my lip. I feel fucking called out. I don't like that. Don't judge me.
Walking now, if only Best Buy could break me off with a Walkman, everything would be fine. I could spend time smiling instead of fooling a sad clown around this island. I've got no suggestions, well, maybe one, leave my type alone.
He made a reference to the sad clown.
That microphone, see me and you, we on different pages, we're in different stages, we've got different favorites. I'ma let you do your thing, just as long as your thing ain't got a single thing to do with me and what I'm trying to bring. But if my name crosses your lips, you better guard your tongue. Pardon me, give me my respect and keep it all in fun. If I had some extra time, I'd walk around and shake everybody's hand, like, yo, how you doing, my man? But I'm not allowed, I'm trying to beat the clock now, so I'm out right after I rock this crowd. It goes hola, 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 yeah, hola, hola, hola. It goes hola, 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 hola.
I don't know how to describe this one yet. It's weird because the thing about this artist is I always have, in a lot of the music that I listen to, obviously I do those one at a time, and those just one song can end up being 30 minutes. So I do dive a little bit deeper. If I did that for this, this video would be 24 hours long. So I try to take as much in as I can. That way I can, pause and talk about it and not pause as much. So I'm not like taking a ton of time on each song. But I still want to give each song enough like thought and try to think about what's happening. But what's happening is I keep getting just sucked into the vibe of this artist. Like, I don't know, there could be like insanely deep things that's happening that like I don't know and it's just going over my head. Like I don't know, because the songs are such just a chill vibe that, like y'all see, I'll just close my eyes and just enjoy. I'm still listening and I'm still taking in the lyrics. There's nothing that's like standing out specifically, because if he was all like, I don't know, rhyme something with Naruto, I'd be like, oh man, he watches anime. Like I'd be like, oh, like talk about it. He's not really saying anything specific that stands out enough for me to talk about. It's just a whole ass vibe, and he's just like, it sounds like he's talking about his life. He's talking about experiences. He's just talking about different things, and I'm just enjoying it. So I don't know. It's weird because I almost feel guilty that like I don't have more to say about some of these songs, but I'm enjoying them so much that like it's hard to just pause and try to like figure out more about the song when I'm just completely chill vibing. Like I'm just having a good ass time. Like I like this artist so far. I'm really enjoying this one. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to like say that. Like I keep getting just sucked in and just So yeah. Anyways, let's keep on keeping on. That bass riff though.
It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And all I ever wanted out of life was rhyming, either from me or an innocent bystand. I wasn't that picky, just give it to me quickly. Whatever it takes to cook these cakes. You wanna hear your voice, but don't know nothing about the breaks. And it's obvious you haven't found your place. Got me asking, who is he? How'd he end up in my city? I'm the crocodile that the trucker tried to wrestle. I'm the main ingredient from yesterday's special. Close the hole and push that level. I'll chop the head off the devil and I'll throw it at you. And I'll be damned if I ever climb another tree. From here on, the squirrels and birds can come to me. From sun to sun and from she to she. Girl, they call me.
This is a prime example of what what I'm struggling with this song. Is there's like, I don't know if there's an overall theme that I'm just not missing, but it goes from talking about cooking cakes to climbing trees, bro. What? I like it. I just like, I don't know if there's something I'm missing. I'm trying to find like this deep meaning, and like, I don't know, maybe he's just, I don't know, it's just a song. Maybe that's all it is. It's just a song. We're just talking about a couple of different things here and there. I'm not sure. I like it though. I like it.
Slug, do you wanna make love? Now all the leaders in the place, throw your hands in the air. All the feeders in the house, throw your hands in the air. All the thinkers here tonight, put your hands in the air. Anybody we forgot, you can stand there and stare. Yeah, you remember Track Smart, off to a bad start. The weight I used to carry got buried in the backyard. Caught between a scotch and a cinnamon Pop-Tart. The bell doesn't work, fool, you better knock hard. Line by line, I'm doing fine. I design my mind for my time, and when my kind does leave behind, they'll find that I was the one that died trying. I would never trade the way I am for the way I'm not. My crew is kinda popular, we get to play a lot, and my son thinks that I'm the coolest thing in the world because he's still too young to fall in love with girls. It goes so yeah, you are listening to the cool sounds of Atmosphere from Minneapolis, Minnesota, giving a shout out to the whole world. But we'd like to tell all of y'all it goes hola, hola, hola to y'all, hola, hola, hola to us, hola, hola, hola. Now band, shut up, let the bass man do his thing, shush.
Oh, love it, love it.
It's like that and it's like that and it's like this and it's like this and it's like that and it's like that and it's like this and it's like this and it goes hola, 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 hola.
I like that. I like that. I like the bass riff. The bass riffs are really good. That's like instrumentally, this is probably one of my more favorite ones so far. And the name of the song is just called It Goes. Yeah, it's hard because like I don't even know if there's a theme to like some of these songs. It's just him just rhyming words with words and saying clever shit. Like I don't know. Maybe it's deeper than that. If it is, let me know. But let me see. It Goes to 6 off Atmospheres release, Lucy Ford Atmospheres EP in 2001. As usual, Slug discusses such topics as authenticity in the rap scene, his personal life, and his experience within the world and society. I didn't get none of that, bro. I was so busy vibing. Like, I mean, I couldn't even tell you that's what was happening. And it's interesting because I think another thing about this artist is like, it seems like this is one of the artists where it might be fun to have that first listen and where you just jam, and then it's the second, the third, the fourth where you're like, oh wait, I see something here. Like it's like every time it's like a picture that's covered in dust, and every time you listen to it, you're blowing off more dust, and you're revealing more of the painting underneath. And it's starting to make sense and starting to click. So I don't know. I know he did reference the sad clown again. So that's interesting. I was gonna see if there's anything else in here that I wanted to talk about. I don't think so, man. I like these songs though. They're so like. This is just like you could put on this album and just like do an activity, and it's just vibe. It just makes really good background music. And I don't know how to say that without it almost sounding disrespectful. And it's a shame. I feel like my the way I feel about this artist like might get lost in translation because I enjoy this. It's just more of a mood thing. Like it's more of a I want to set the mood type music. I wouldn't want to listen to this if I'm trying to get hype or do something like that. I think I would want to listen to this if I'm trying to be chill, because this shit just makes me feel calm as fuck. I'm over here. I was yawning a minute ago, bruh. Anyways, I like this one. Let's keep on keeping on. Gonna hop into number 7. If I was Santa Claus. Alright, let's see. Spelled Santa Claus wrong, but y'all won't see that because I hid my screen. Alrighty. If I was Santa Claus, I'm kind of curious about this one. Interesting.
If I was a rich man, I'd buy you some shoes, tall boots for all the dirt you walk through. But what would that do? Enable you to deal without schooling you on how to touch what's real? And if I was a smart man, I'd tell you everything that I knew. I'd give it to you every time you need a talking to. But what would that do? Teach you my guidelines so you could be a cheerleader at your game on the sidelines? And if I was a driver, I'd keep my headlights on to see the difference between right and wrong. I'd wear my seatbelt even when I'm in park, cause I don't trust the other fools that cruise through these parts. And if I was a better cook, I'd hook up a feast, set a table full of food for the children to eat. I'd encourage the nourishment so we can breathe with the knowledge that we got something accomplished. And if I was...
Okay, so I wanted to wait till I got to before the hook to pause it. I like that beginning. I don't know what song this is, but I recognize it. It's a Christmas song. Does it have well, this song is mainly about the things Slug would give to people he loves if he was Santa Claus and had the power to give him anything. I was hoping it would like talk more about the melody that's happening, because I don't know what it's called, but I can hear it I can hear it in my head, and it's a Christmas song, obviously. But I like that they sampled it and remixed it. Like they're really good at making the music for this. And And I don't know like the production quality. I don't know like what type of like stuff they were working with back then. I do think about like they're a local band, so they might not have had like a big budget to do a lot of this stuff. And I don't know, like it's impressive if they didn't. It's impressive that they got done. They made this with what they had. There we go. I also got thrown off just then because this is February 1st, 2007. I don't know if this is when this Genius was made, because this album came out in 2001. So that was a little bit confusing. Anyways, let's keep it on.
Feast at a table full of food for the children to eat. I'd encourage the nourishment so we can breathe with the knowledge that we got something accomplished. And if I was Santa Claus, I'd fight for the cause. Wouldn't expect nothing in return. I'd give you everything you want. I'd be everything you need. You could take my hand and I could take the lead. And if I was an honest man, I would stop writing songs. I'd break for a nervous breakdown for breakfast. Tell everyone I knew to stay away from making music. Ain't nothing but a confusing mess.
This bitch said I'd break for a nervous breakdown for breakfast. Oh my god, I like that. That's clever. This shit, like, he's got some some really clever shit he adds in here.
My hand and I could take the lead. And if I was an honest man, I would stop writing songs. I'd break for a nervous breakdown for breakfast. Tell everyone I knew to stay away from making music. Ain't nothing but a confusing mess. And if I was you, I wouldn't hear a word I said. Wouldn't trust nothing that started up inside my head. I'd make a conscious effort to live instead of trying to kill the monsters that reside underneath the bed. And if I was a hurt man, I'd find a way to put my faith into a woman that could take me from
one thing that's throwing me off, I'm gonna be brutally honest, like, I like the mix at the beginning. I don't think they should have played that all throughout. Like, that would have been like a nice like little intro, and then I don't know, something a little bit different. It just don't, like, they're clashing in my brain, and I don't, maybe it's just me, I'm sorry. The song isn't bad, but the whimsical music and the way that he's like, I don't want to say angrily, but very strongly rapping. It just, in my brain, is like, it's like clashing.
Maybe I need somebody that can save me from the parts of myself that keep making me crazy. And if I was a wise man, I'd climb to the top of the mountain peak to think about strength versus weakness. I'd find a point that rests a couple of feet above your head and figure out how I could try to help you reach it.
Oh, I do like that part though. That sounds good.
And if I did have a choice, I'd never want to live forever. Just let me have a voice so I can make my points. I can't imagine running a race with no finish line. Just let me keep my pace and make the most of my time. I love giving, but I'm bad at receiving. The truth is I'd prefer to be the one bleeding, but I'm a paranoid that stays between play and work. Cautious and aware, cause I'm afraid of being hurt. Which brings me to the issue, and that would be this. How often must I ask myself why I exist? I feel like a freak, this world is a circus. Just trying to find myself as well as my purpose. And if I was Santa Claus, I'd fight for the cause. Wouldn't expect nothing in return. I'd give you everything you want. I'd be everything you need. And you could take my hand and I could take the lead. And if I was Santa Claus, I'd fight for the cause. Wouldn't expect nothing in return. I'd give you everything you...
I can't imagine he's saying if I was Santa Claus, I'd fight for the cause. I can't imagine fucking Santa Claus out there like with a mask getting fucking tear gas thrown at him. I don't know what specifically the cause is in this instance, but typically when you hear fight for the cause, you think about like marching in the streets and stuff like that. And I just think about fucking Santa Claus like getting fucking hosed down or some shit. No, they fucking pepper sprayed Santa. Bro, the kids would be fucking traumatized. Oh god. Anyways, this song's interesting. I mean, obviously, I read it at the beginning. Like he's talking about all the things that he would do for the people that he cared about if he was Santa Claus. I don't know. It's interesting because then he brings in like fighting for the cause, which again, like that'd be doing something for somebody if he was Santa Claus. But that, my brain's not fucking normal, and then that plays out silly scenarios. So yeah.
I'd be everything you need, and you could take my hand, and I could take the lead. I got nothing but gifts, keep it up in my wits. Got me drunk on the fifth, and now we stuck in the ditch. And as dumb as it gets, I'ma run you some fibs. I wanna touch your lips, I wanna rub your hips. Put a glove on the fist, for the love that exists. We'll keep bumping the hits to get my bucket of chips. From the Bloods and the Crips to the skateboarding chicks. Put the atmosphere on your Christmas wish list. Got nothing but gifts, keep it up in my wits. Got me drunk on a fifth, and now we stuck in the ditch. And as dumb as it gets, I'ma run you some fibs. I wanna touch your lips, I wanna rub your hips. Put a glove on the fist, for the love that exists. We'll keep bumping the hits to get my bucket of chips. From the Bloods and the Crips to the skateboarding chicks. Put the atmosphere on your Christmas wish list.
So I like this shameless plug there. I was going to try and pause it here, but I didn't catch it. Obviously I'm trying not to pause as much so this video's not fucking 6 hours long. But I am trying to remember the important stuff that I want to talk about every time I pause. And I did like the little shameless plug, put atmosphere on your Christmas wish list. Dude's really good at rhyming shit. Like, I'm not, like, if y'all have watched my videos, I'm dyslexic. And it causes an actual problem. Now, I joke about it a lot, but it can be really difficult sometimes. I feel like reading in my head isn't as bad. Because I read a lot of books. Like, I haven't been reading a whole lot lately, but, I mean, I've got, like, a ton of fucking books, and I really enjoy reading. Whenever I read on stream, or whenever I read in these videos, there's that little bit of added pressure because I'm worried that I'm going to say something wrong, which obviously I know you guys don't care that much, but it's still, I have an anxiety disorder, so I'm fucking anxious about it. So that, you know, can make me mess up words a lot. So y'all see me mess up words. Sometimes I just literally can't read shit. And it's made so much harder because I can look directly at a word sometimes and not recognize that word because, like, my brain just... It's scrambled. Like, I look at it, and from my perception, it's just scrambled. It's not even a fucking word sometimes. Why did I start talking about this? What the fuck is happening? Oh, me talking about stopping and pausing and shit and reading through the stuff. Anyways, I guess I'm just taking this opportunity, since I segued into it anyways, to let you guys know that, yeah, that's I definitely struggle with. Like, I'll go read through this, and y'all are going to hear me mess up stuff because I'm dyslexic really bad. So and sometimes when I'm reading shit, my brain will, like, I don't want to say C words that aren't there, but that's almost what happens. Like, I can read a sentence and I'll just add fucking words because I thought that it was there. Anyways, again, fucking concentrate, Chaz. We got this. All right. I just think about all the nice things that he's wanting to do with Santa Claus, and then I'm like, what would I do? Like, what would I do if someone, like, asked for something? And I can just imagine some kid going like, I want a little brother for Christmas. I'm like, all right, cool. Where's your mom at? Oh, God, I'm the worst. All right, let's keep on keeping on. What's the next song? Let's see if I was... Okay, so aspiring sociopath. All right, well, let's see. Aspiring sociopath. I might pause this real quick and get up and walk around. I might not even pause it. I might just edit it out. If it looks edited here, I gotta get up. I gotta walk around. I gotta get some water real quick. All right, so yeah, went and got some water. We're good to go. Let's keep on keeping on. Aspiring sociopath. I have it pulled up here. Let's have a listen. Ooh. That sounds creepy.
a.m. Alerted to life by a song on the radio. The evening is over. Another morning, another opportunity to do something progressive, to prove that he's worthy. Up and out the door by 9 o'clock. The sun is shining up and down.
It's interesting because obviously the dude has a northern accent. Y'all hear me. Y'all have heard me this entire every video I watch. I got that southern twang that I just can't hide. And I just think about how he goes, another morning. Nah, this may be like, another morning. Well, I might like this.
Block. There's children on the corner waiting for a bus that will take them to school and exploit their trust.
God.
He starts the car, sparks with one crank. It's those good old-fashioned American mechanics. And even though he'd rather own a new import, it's dependable and more important, it's all he can afford. He stops by the coffee shop to pick up some smokes and a cup of...
But I don't care what y'all say. Listen, it's dependable and more important. So he said even though he'd rather own a new import. Bro, I'm telling y'all, man, Hondas and Toyotas, dude, they just can't. You just can't fucking beat them, bro. I'm not a mechanic. I don't want to claim to be one. I'm like a little bit of a car person, but just enough that like I know the different brands. I sell insurance for a living, so I know enough about vehicles. Bro, like they just are so good. Like you could just so many miles. You could put so many miles on them and they still run. Like you accidentally sneeze inside of a Ford too hard and the wheels fall off that motherfucker. So yeah.
Crank, it's those good old-fashioned American mechanics. And even though he'd rather own a new import, it's dependable and more important, it's all he can afford. He stops by the coffee shop to pick up some smokes and a cup of joe. Back into the Ford with the windows rolled up, so when the radio rocks, he can sing along freely with the lights out. It's less dangerous. At the top of his lungs, the words
got a Nirvana reference.
Pushing that green, trying to beat the time. Oh well, whatever, never mind. Nothing else matters when you're knifing through traffic. Wishing it was a stick shift, it's an automatic. Listening to the road, the voice of the nomad. How he'd love to leave, drive away, never go back. Wheels keep on turning, 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 and turning. Alone is when he finally feels like a person. Light another Nat Sherman.
So I'm not sure. I mean, this is just talking about a person. Like this is like we're seeing the world through the eyes of this person. I'm not sure. They made a Nirvana reference, which was nice. Like, for those of you that didn't know, I think I've brought this up before. Nirvana was like my first favorite band. They were like my first, like, listened to all the songs, had the fucking posters, like, bought the shirts. Like, when I was in middle school, man, I was super into Nirvana. And it's actually interesting because this was back in like, so 2004, I think, because they had the like anniversary of his death. I think it was like the 10-year anniversary of his death. And it's crazy thinking about how like this was the early 2000s and I was like super into a band that I considered like, oh man, this is like the band was, oh, this was like 10 years ago. Here I am. It's 2026 and I'm still listening to shit from the 90s. I listen to it all the time. And it's wild because like stuff from the early 2000s. So this is a prime example. This song now is older than Nirvana was when I was listening to it back then. And I don't even think of this as like that old. But I did back then because I was a kid and I guess I didn't like, your concept of time changes as you get older. And so, I don't know, I just thought that was interesting. But yeah, I like the Nirvana reference. I love Nirvana. I've always loved Nirvana. I don't listen to them hardly ever anymore because I fucking blew that shit out whenever I was a kid. And I'm just, I don't know, every once in a while, I'll go find one songs, or sometimes when I get drunk, like that's when I want to hear some Nirvana. But anyways, I thought that was interesting.
Voice of the nomad, how he'd love to leave, drive away, never go back. Wheels keep on turning, 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 and turning. Alone is when he finally feels like a person. Light another Nat Sherman, crack the window, feel the wind blow. Serenity tenfold. God bless whoever invented sunglasses. And while you're at it, save the saints that work the fast food drive-thrus. Objects are closer than they appear, cause when you're by yourself, there ain't nobody else to lie to. Talk radio gets a lot of play in his vehicle. It teaches him topics to discuss with real people. So when he stops to get gas or hit that coffee shop, his neurotic ass can act like he knows a whole lot. Pour some sugar on me, my counterfeit personality. He's a loner, Dottie. He's a rebel. He's gonna drive the escort to the middle of that meadow.
This motherfucker done made a what was the pour some sugar on me? Who was that? Was that like Motley Crue? Motley Crue reference. Done made a Pee-wee fucking Herman reference. He's a loner, Dottie. Jesus Christ. I like this. I see another reference down here, bro. It's interesting because, again, his music is like, it's such a vibe. And, I mean, he's just, it feels like he just goes on tour or he, like, goes on road trips and he just, like, makes observations and turns them into songs. And he does them, makes it sound like it's a different person's point of view, or he talks about it as if it's his point of view and makes it rhyme. Like, I don't know, it just always feel like we're, like, these songs are all, I don't know, like little movies or little shows, like where I'm just feel like I'm going on a journey. So
thinking about how he could leave this city, fill the tank, and towards the water he'll flee. Or maybe he should just go get a picture at the CC and find a stool at the bar where he can stare at the TV. Either way, tomorrow'll be just like today, and that's all it takes to make the change. He loves to drive more than he loves being alive, and this town doesn't even know his real name. It goes bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove the Ford to the border to disturb the order. If only had he known that he wouldn't be missed, maybe then he could have grown to exist. It goes bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove the Ford to the border to disturb the order. If only had he known that he wouldn't.
This like this like noises in the background. This is what anxiety feels like, bro. It feels like there's this impending doom or something that's about to happen that's just not happening yet. I don't know, man. It's creepy. It makes me think of like an 80s horror movie or something almost.
Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove the Ford to the border to disturb the order. If only had he known that he wouldn't be missed, maybe then he could have grown to exist. It goes bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove the Ford to the border to disturb the order. If only had he known that he wouldn't be missed, maybe then he could have grown to exist. It goes bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove the Ford to the border to disturb the order. If only had he known that he wouldn't be missed, maybe then he could have grown to exist. It goes bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove the Ford to the border.
Starting to sound like a chant at this point.
If only
I feel like we casting a spell.
Maybe then he could have grown to exist. It goes bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove the Ford to the border to disturb the order. If only had he known that he wouldn't be missed, maybe then he could have grown to exist. It goes bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove the Ford to the border to disturb the order. If only had he known.
This is just the creepiest sound, bro. I don't hate it. It's just creepy. This was an interesting one. This one had a weird vibe to it. It just felt like a horror movie. I don't know. Huh. There's like another 45 seconds of this, I think. There's still like a... Oh.
A circle is perfect, but the world isn't round. Virgo can prove it.
Interesting. Alright, so yeah, I don't know what to say about this one, guys. I like it. Like, but it's creepy. Let me look. Now the guy's singing along to the American Pie by Don McLean, and Slug is playing with the words so they work for his song. And then this one, if he could accept the fact that there is no connection with society, no one to miss him, he could stop his facade to seem like a normal human being. By accepting this, perhaps he can find who he truly is and become someone instead of an empty shell. Maybe he could then grow a soul and be a real person like those he mentioned earlier in the song. How do you get this from that? What is happening? Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Let me scroll back up. To do something progressive to prove that he's worthy. Aspiring sociopaths are internally conflicted on one hand. Oh, yeah, that's right, because the song is aspiring sociopath. Oh, maybe, okay, aspiring, so maybe it's about, like, a guy that, like, is, well, I mean, I don't think you become a sociopath. I think you're just born a sociopath, because it's the lack of, like, empathy. And this is the thing about sociopaths. From what I understand, I'm not a psychologist, a psychiatrist. There we go. I was going to say I'm not a psychologist or a psychologist. I'm neither one of those things, guys. All right. But from what I understand, a sociopath isn't like an inherently like bad, like that. They're not inherently bad. They just lack empathy. So they don't have like the things that like make them feel, you know, joy, or make them feel like they can't put themselves in other people's shoes, things like that, from what I understand. So I know a lot of times whenever you hear like a sociopath, you associate it with like a evil person, but like there can be people that live, you know, relatively normal lives that are sociopaths, and it's just like they're just sociopaths. They just don't, you know, have the same like feelings that a normal person has. Like they don't have love towards people, or they just don't have those same feelings. So, anyways, on here, aspiring sociopaths are all internally conflicted. On one hand, totally unable to understand or identify with other people. On the other hand, as a result, trying to kill away the resulting loneliness. To do something worthy could end his desire for pure apathy and detachment. Something worthy is something redeeming. Interesting. There's some children in the corner waiting for a bus. Children are put into the schooling system for education, but more importantly for indoctrination. Yep. I ain't gonna get into that. We don't got enough time in this fucking video for me to like give my thoughts on that subject. So, all right, we've seen the Nirvana references. So yeah, guys, just a sociopath. Like, I guess we're seeing the eyes of the world through a sociopath, and he's just making observations. It's interesting. It's interesting. I like that. I don't know what else to say about this one. I think we're gonna hop to the next one and see. I don't never know what to think from one song to the next, because all these have been very different. All right, let's see. What's the next song? Free or Dead. Oh, yeah, and by the way, guys, let me know in the comments about these. I mean, I don't know which of y'all are out there watching this whole fucking video. I appreciate y'all. But if you have thoughts and opinions on any of these songs, let me know in the comments. I like having discussions about them. Free or Dead. Okay, so yeah, the next one's called Free or Dead. Let's pull it up and have a listen. Ooh, I really like that.
So here I am, trying to be the man, right? Using my gun to see at night, sleeping with my flashlight, and in the afterlife I hope the AC works, so while I wake, well, I'ma pass out and taste this curb. And she attacked with flirts, smacked my nerves, wearing that black skirt, got my nature so hard it made my back hurt. I cracked a smirk, cause I was dumb and drunk. She gave a wink and a smile and dropped the quarter in my cup. Yeah, people are kinda odd, so I keep my eyebrow raised. I only hear the words for what they mean, know what I mean? And I do believe in God, cause I keep coming across all these fine women with low self-esteem, you know what I mean? I've got attention deficit, got the bedroom eyes, I've got the storms in my...
Wait. Oh my god, bro. This dude's hilarious. First of all, he said, Using my gun to see at night, sleeping with my flashlight. So obviously, like, he like mixed those up. That's kind of funny. Then he talked about, I do believe in God because I keep coming across all these fine women with low self-esteem. He talks about, it's interesting because whenever I did the reaction to Seven's Travels, it was more about like, he talked about drinking a lot, and I pointed that out. I haven't heard about that much in this album. I don't think I've heard about him drinking hardly at all, not that I can even recall, in this album. But he's definitely talked about women quite a few times, so it's kind of interesting. Did this one come first? I don't know. I looked up their, or I clicked on a link and it took me to their discography, but I don't know. I peeked at it, but not long enough. I don't know which came from. Oh, I think this one. This came out in 2001, I think. And then Seven's Travels came out in 2003, right? So, interesting. Maybe he I don't know. Let's just keep listening.
And I do believe in God, cause I keep coming across all these fine women with low self-esteem. You know what I mean? I've got attention deficit, I've got the bedroom eyes, I've got the storms in my head, I've got my telephone voice. I've got to make a decision of whether I live or die. I'd rather just run, cause either way it's one hell of a choice. Yo, my car is like my own personal universe. She's my drug and it only takes $12 to fill her up. But in my galaxy there ain't no room for Earth, so I'm leaving it cause I can feel the oil pressure building up. Turning over the ignition of my solar system, check the gauges, pushing the tape, put my foot on the brake, shift existence, light my cigarette and take it state to state until I crash into my fate.
Now I do remember when I did the review of the other album that he had a white car. It was like an older car. I don't remember what it is. Is it like a? I can't remember. I remember there being a picture of it. I remember it's a white car, and it looked nice. The other thing I was going to point out, $12 to fill it up, bro. Imagine, bro. I'm over here driving a fucking Honda Civic that gets great gas mileage, and it takes like $40 to fill mine up, bro. Gas prices are wild.
I'm giving back everything they gave me. Not a damn thing. It'll take more than a good DJ to save me. I'm not dancing. I can't seem to make up my bed, much less my mind. So I'ma take another puff to my head and press rewind. I wish this car had cruise control so I could rest my legs. I've got this itch to prove my soul, test my fate. Doing honey in a 65, got stopped by a copper, caught, spotted and radared by a chopper. Wisconsin style, over the limit by 40 miles. Watch me smile, 'cause I ain't been round here for a long while.
Is he running from the police, like in this part? Oh yeah, and the other thing, like, again, the song is like, he's just singing about, like, being out in the world. I don't know, like, the music, like, it started out, like, interesting. It's just got, like, it's just a vibe. I don't know, man. There's nothing standing out. The bass, the bass is there. I can hear the bass. He was talking about, let's see, doing 65, got spotted by a copper, caught, spotted, and radared by a chopper, Wisconsin style, over the limit by 40 miles. So it sounds like he's running from the police. I don't know. We're about to see.
Doing honey in a 65, got stopped by a copper, caught, spotted and radared by a chopper. Wisconsin style, over the limit by 40 miles. Watch me smile, 'cause I ain't been round here for a long while. Grabbed my paper, gave a thank, have a nice day. Yo, word of advice, trade the donuts in and get some rice cakes. Back to my travels, running from my shadows. And hitchhikers and bikers, honking the horn, harassing the cattle. Airback sticking to the seat, sweat dripping from the heat. Digging through a cooler of I'm looking for something to eat. Yo, there's a Hardee's at the next spot. Don't wanna, but I need to, 'cause I'm craving something to chase the taste of this tequila. Yeah, you guys got.
I don't like
put some
tequila.
barbecue sauce. I want alright, check it out. I want a honey bun. Chicken pebbles. No, onion bun. Onion bun. Onion rings. Extra pork. Word up. Can you supersize that? Yo, you got kind of a pretty voice. Yo, what time you get off work? 90 East towards Chicago.
Yeah, bro. I don't do tequila. I don't. Ugh, God. Unless they're like doing like someone's paying for shots. God. I said the word out loud and it makes me feel nauseous. I'm a fucking whiskey guy. I like whiskey. I like bourbon good enough. I really like scotch if it's just like a chill, like I'm just chilling and sipping on it. But whiskey's my go-to. Jack Daniels is my favorite. Oh, bro, love some Jack Daniels, but I don't do fucking tequila. That's that. Everybody's got that one alcohol that makes them fucking like physically ill whenever you say the name out loud, and that's tequila for me.
Yo, you got kind of a pretty voice. Yo, what time you get off work? 90 East towards Chicago. On my way to Cincinnati. And I won't ever let them catch me. I won't ever make them happy. Hide your wives and your daughters when I'm passing through the homes. I'm casting line into the water, catching goldfish out your bowl. And I'm as cool as the cat that came to school just for lunch. I'm the rebel, pissing in the public pool just for fun. I speed in the sun. Everyone is speaking in tongues. Find the talk radio station. Turn it up so it bumps. Don't cry, girl, I'm out and I'ma make my way east. Cause everyone in my world is taking my piece. I need release, and I don't think I'ma find it between your legs. I'm just joking, I'm only going to the corner to get some eggs. So while she starts making the coffee, I toss my bags in the back and I can remember it all like it must have happened last week. Sometimes I stop to think of all the money I've spent, how I'd rather live in a tent than bust my ass to pay the rent. But I'm eager to pay my dues, and I'd be glad.
Bruh, I'm telling y'all, that can't. I remember back years ago, I worked at Walmart, and I would all the time. I think I told someone, literally, I told someone one time, and they put it on Facebook as a quote. And I said, man, I fucking hate this place. I'd rather be a fucking caveman than work at Walmart. So there's been times I was like, man, I'd rather live in a fucking cardboard box than do this shit. So I can definitely fucking relate. This is another example of a song where he's like just doing stuff. Like I might have said that in the beginning, but like he's like going to the Hardee's. Let me get some fucking sauce. Put it in the bag. Let me see your boss. Like. I'm fucking stupid. Anyways, like that, it's interesting because we're just like, I feel like we just keep going on adventures with this dude, which is nice. It's refreshing. So, and it's to a chill beat. Oh no, my headset's down. I might have to plug it up. Uno momento. I ain't editing this out. Y'all get to watch. All right. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. I like it. It is interesting. There we go. All right, let's keep it on.
Pay the toll, and I've agreed to sing the blues ever since the day I broke just loose. Like a blindfolded child walking through the toy store. Voice, not even aware that the world is my oyster. My car is like my own personal universe. She's my drug, and it only takes $12 to fill her up. But in my galaxy, there ain't no room for Earth, so I'm leaving it, cause I can feel the oil pressure building up. Turning over the ignition of my solar system, check the gauges, pushing the tape, put my foot on the brake, shift existence, light my cigarette, and take it state to state until I crash into my fate. My car is like my own personal universe. She's my drug, and it only takes $12 to fill her up. In my galaxy, there ain't no room for Earth, so I'm leaving it, cause I can feel the oil pressure building up. Turning over the ignition of my solar system, check the gauges, pushing the tape, put my foot on the brake, shift existence, light my cigarette, and take it state to state until I crash into my fate.
It's interesting because the more I listen to this, the more I realize that, like, the more I realize that, like, I like this. It's not something that, like, I'm crazy about right now, but younger me would have definitely been more into this. Like, back when I was out, like, doing stuff and out in the world, and, like, you know, as a kid, like, I say a kid, teenager, early 20s-ish, this would have been more of my jam because I would have been more into a lot of this stuff. Like, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. And again, like, it just feels like we're going on adventures with old dude. There's a couple of seconds left in this song. Let me just press play to make sure there's nothing weird that I might miss. Alright, so let's see what the about says. Oh, my bad. I literally was going to, like, pull up the next one while I read the about, but that's not how that works. Like, physically, it's impossible. Let's read the about and then pull up the next one, guys. Alright. The first track on the original Ford 1. Okay, so this was like originally something else. Like it was Ford 1 and Ford 2, and then they made it into the Lucy Ford, which I still don't know what Lucy Ford is a reference to, or what Ford is a reference to. Is it? It must be his car. What is his car again? Is his car a Ford? I can't remember. I didn't think it was. Okay, anyways, Ford 1 released 2000, which was later released on the album Lucy Ford. One of the very few tracks were released on Atmosphere's album, which was not produced by Ant. Let's do this. Slugs. Bro, if I could type. I thought like he had. I was looking up to see what his car was. He notably lived out of his car at various points early in his music career before rising to prominence in the underground hip-hop scene. Oh, interesting. I was trying to look to see. And I can't pull this up on my main monitor because yeah, that didn't take me anywhere. It took me to Facebook. Alright, yeah. Anyways, I was trying to see if I could see, because there was a white car. Am I tripping, or was that like a different... That might have been a different song, right? I don't remember now. I'm starting to doubt my memory. Alright, anyways. Let me know in the comments. I might have confused the white car for like a different song that I listened to where someone was talking about a car. Shit, I don't remember now. Anyways, yeah, this one was interesting. I mean, it literally is just another... We're going on an adventure. I don't really know what to say about this one other than it's just another vibe. And I could definitely see younger me being a lot more into this and like jamming out to this while I'm like riding around smoking with my friends and shit like that. 1000%. Okay, so the next one's Party for the Fight. Party for the Fight to Right. Party for the Fight to Right. That's got me all fucked up just trying to say that. Party for the Fight to Right. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's fucking do it. Let's fucking go. We're at song number 10. We got this. We got 6 more. I was trying to do some math, bro. It's been a long day. Alright.
This is one of those songs that you can sort of clap along.
Hides the eyes beneath the bill of the cap. Marks amongst the flies that hover over the map. Here lies, but only when there's a reason. Measures life by the tragedy, the comedy, the season. Pour it, handling and managing income. Got enough love to pass around and then some. Been done that, there a name you can trust. Read the whole matchbook and put a flame to the brush. Good with pets.
Alright, so I want to point out, this is one thing that I can see that that makes sense to me. Is he's basically talking about how, like, even though he doesn't have a whole lot of money, he's got more than enough love to go around, which I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Like, this kicks in with that bass again. Like, they know how to fucking, like, hop on some bass. And it's interesting because I don't know what genre Atmosphere is. I think y'all told me. Let's see. What genre is... Atmosphere. It's hard. I almost wasn't specific enough. It just says alternative hip hop or conscious hip hop. Alternative hip hop, conscious hip hop. Interesting. It's got like I can feel like the slight blues influence in some of these songs. And then with the bass, like, I don't know. That one's hard to. It's interesting. Like this is a very like alternative. I mean, that's the best way to fucking describe it. I think honestly, but it feels like there's something more. I don't know. There's something that describes this better. Let me know in the comments what like genre. And it feels like they change genres a little bit. Or they like, I don't know. I don't think you can classify them in one specific genre with all of their music. I think some of their music like mix and matches like types of genres. So I don't know. It's interesting.
Rips upsets with the show in biz, trying to give what you get. When you let him run free with the thought, pull the line in and try to see what you thought. I ain't all that bad, but I ain't all that great. Went back to the lab and began to mutate. Wait, I still look the same, still got the same dumb name. Ain't a damn thing changed. But if you like surprises, I know of a party where they all dance around to your heartbeat. Bring your own agenda and embrace your flaws. Let's put a face on this common cause. And he said some got pencils and some got guns. Some know how to stand and some of them run. We don't get along, but we sing the same song. Party for the fight to right, we'll right on. Stay gold, pony boy, stay true.
Bro, he's done made what was this, The Outsiders or something like that? Stay gold, pony boy. I've never seen the movie. I know the reference though. Don't roast me. I've never seen the movie. This was interesting. Party for the fight to right, and then right on, like right on. I say on because I'm contra. This is interesting. He does these interesting little things with his lyrics that I like. And he said some got pencils and some got guns. And I wonder what he means I guess write music. I don't know what he means specifically to write, because I would assume write music. Right, left. Alright, let's stop that.
Smoking, make a record, Mr. Gangster, and get them all open with the theories, the stories, the truth, the myths. It's all therapy on top of turntable riffs. This industry's big, so big in fact that we can all get some and we can give some back. And if it's done correct, we'll make more than noise. So pick it up and pick me up when you're bored with the toys. As a child, hip-hop made me read books, and hip-hop made me want to be a crook, and hip-hop gave me the way and something to say, and all I took in return was a second look. Son, you shook, cause ain't no such thing as halfway there. Getting good at acting like you just don't care. The circle of life, you're trying to make it square. Conditioning self to sit still and stare. Oh, where have all the sheep gone? Burnt down the farm and turned the TV on. John Coltrane, Marvin Gaye, and Bob Marley all get invitations to my party.
Hell yeah,
Said
bro.
Some guy.
Who's John Coltrane? That's the only name I don't recognize. Let's fucking... I'm probably gonna feel stupid. Let's see. John Coltrane. American jazz saxophonist. Saxophonist? Is that how you say saxophonist? This is another... Told you I got... I'm illiterate. Saxophonist. Yeah, that's how you pronounce that, right? I didn't know if it was like supposed to sound fancier than that. What was he in a band? It said band leader. What was his band? Oh, it's just Coltrane. Okay, never mind. Huh. That's right. I've heard of Coltrane plenty of times, like growing up. I've never seen it spelled before. Oh my God, let me tell y'all a story. Story time. Let me fucking readjust. Side quest time. Story time. I'm gonna tell y'all something funny. And if you're watching this, I want you to fucking comment yacht in the comments. The first time I got into the insurance industry, I went to work. I was working for Geico. I worked in one department, and then I transferred to sales. And we had to go through like a class to learn about insurance, to sell insurance, because you have to pass a test and all this shit, and you have to get licensed. So we were doing the study and shit, and we were reading about different types of insurance. And there's like one type of insurance, and it was talking about specifically for yachts. Okay, so if y'all have watched my videos before, you'll know that I've never fucking grown up around people that have yachts. I've never seen a fucking yacht, I don't think. So I've damn sure never seen it spelt on a page before. So I'm reading that shit out loud, and I'm like, what's a yatchet? I didn't know it said yacht because I've never seen that fucking word before because I'm poor, bro. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I got... Obviously, like, everybody thought it was funny, but I've never seen... Like... Anyways, I was thinking about that just then because, like... Sometimes, like, I'll see a word for the first time after hearing it from... Like, oh, that's what that looks like. God, that's terrible, guys. I promise I know some things. I'm not that dumb. I just can't read very well sometimes. Alright, so yeah, if you're still watching, comment yacht. If you see this part, comment yacht in the comments. Alright, anyways, let's get back to it. Coltrane is okay. I've always thought it was Coltrane, like C-O-A-L. Coal, and then train, like a train. I didn't know it was Coltrane. Anyways, side quest over. We're going to get back to it.
Pencils and some got guns. Some know how to stand and some of them run. We don't get along, but we sing the same songs. Party for the fight to right. We'll right on. And if I spent any more time inside my head, I'd probably need some leather straps attached to my bed. And if I go another day without eating a meal, I'm gonna show you what it means to keep it real. And if they keep shooting guns up and...
They switched up that bass riff, bro. They fucking doing some fancy shit now. I mean... I don't want to say... Okay. Stuff like that isn't that difficult. It sounds really good. I said that... There was one time I was doing a review on a song. I think it was Ren. And it was something that, like, I could do. Because I've been playing guitar for, like, 20 years. And I was all like, oh, you know, this stuff isn't that... Like I said, it sounds really good, but it's not too super complicated. Someone in the comments said, let's see you do it. I'm like, bro, I can. I don't... Okay. Anyways, it sounds good regardless. I like that. They switched it up. That's definitely something that stuck out to me. Again, so with the hook, at first I couldn't figure it out, but yeah, he said some people got pencils and some got guns, and then it makes it just sound like people coming from all different walks of life, and they're into either, I don't know if hip hop specifically, but music. They're writing music, and it doesn't matter their background because you could be like a gang member or you can be like a fucking math teacher. So I think that's interesting.
Down my block, I swear to God I'll be the first one to call the cops. And if I gotta hear that song ever again, you gonna have to share some of that beer, my friend. They mistake me as happy, go lucky, just another face head bobbing nobody. But from where I stand, they sound like spies, filling all the children's heads with lies. Well, alright, get your money right, but right now tonight I want you to pick a side. So when you got your power and you got your cheddar, let's get together, soldier, overthrow this hold and make these roads better. Bring it on, right now. He said bring it on, right now. He looked you in the eye and he said bring it on, right now. Ain't nothing but a party, y'all. Let's get it on. Some got pencils and some got guns. Some know how to stand and some of them run. We don't get along, but we sing the same song.
So I like this one. This one's more of a jam. The other ones are like a little bit more like chill and mellow. This one's like, I'm just fucking like, and I'm starting to see their formula for how they do their music. It's usually like a drum machine that's got like a type of like, it's going to be like, I don't want to say a snare, but it's like similar to what you do is like the snare being like the staple. And then this one sounds like it's got like a hi-hat or something, or some kind of cymbal that's there's usually like something like that, some kind of sound. And then so they got the beat, and it usually plays the same throughout the song without too much of a switch up. Sometimes for like the chorus, it'll change a little bit, but throughout the song, it kind of just is the rock that the lyrics are attached to, if that makes sense. And then there's usually like there's been a bass in a lot of these songs, which is nice. I like that. But the bass is what makes the actual like music itself come to life a little bit more with like the beat behind it. And obviously you got his style of like rapping where it's like spoken almost, and he does these few different things where like it'll be dubbed over or it'll be just almost sounding like him just talking to me. Or just talking to me. He specifically, this song's about me, guys. Anyways, he was just talking. And so some of them is like, he'll do like little inflections on words to make it, sound more musical. But I don't know. He's got this formula, and it just works. It sounds good.
And some of them run, we don't get along, but we sing the same songs. Party for the fight to right. Right on. Some got pencils and some got guns. Some know how to stand and some of them run. We don't get along, but we sing the same songs. Party for the fight to right. Right on. Some got pencils and some got guns. Some know how to stand and some of them run. We don't all get along, but we sing the same song. Party for the fight to right. Right on. Some got pencils and some got guns. Some know how to stand and some of them run. We don't all get along, but we sing the same songs. Party for the fight to right. Right on. Some got pencils and some got guns. Some know how to stand and some of them run. We don't all get along, but we sing the same songs. Party for the fight to right. We're right on.
Interesting. Oh, I got carried away with that one, fellers. We almost went right into the next fucking song. All right. So let's see what this one has. If there's okay. In this stunning tribute to both Public Enemy's "Party for Your Right to Fight." Okay, and that's what I thought. I've never heard the song, but I've recognized the title. And the Beastie Boys, "Fight for Your Right to Party." Oh, I didn't know that. I never made that connection before. Slug presents "Party for Your Right, Fight to Right," an ode to artistic freedom within hip hop. Okay, so yeah, artistic freedom within hip hop, and this probably kind of ties into I mean, this was later, I think. I don't know when that whole thing happened where like Dean Snyder led the spearhead when musicians were trying to defend themselves against censorship, and I looked into it because this obviously that happened when I don't even think I was fucking thought about yet. Let me look. I'm actually curious. What's his name? D Snyder. D Snyder. Let's see what year that was. 1985. So yeah, I wasn't quite born yet. So 1985. Yeah. So there's been, plenty of times where the government and just people in general try to censor like art, music, art, they've done it. They've tried to do it with video games. Like there's always like this thing where they're trying to censor, and this is a hot topic. This is a touchy topic. I don't know. I want to kind of give my 2 cents on it a little bit. I feel like obviously, and I think I touched on this before with one of like the Kendrick songs, but I do think we have to find a way to like protect our kids from things they shouldn't be exposed to. So it's definitely important to try to find that balance of making sure that artists have the right to make their art, and that parents have a way to not let their children be exposed to it if they don't feel like it's right for them. It's definitely harder now than it used to be, because used to be obviously like back in the day it was all like records and radios and shit like that. So if a song was like censored, they'd play the censored version on the radio. Nowadays everything's on fucking line, so all it takes is a quick Google and you can hear the most insane shit you can imagine. So yeah, anyways, I feel like I'm saying all that to explain I still think that artists should have the right to have creative freedom and expression when they make their music. And I think we got to find some kind of balance, or I don't know. I feel like there definitely should be some kind of balance, because it's definitely hard to constantly monitor your kids and make sure that they're not exposed to things that you don't want them exposed to yet. So anyways, I think that's all I'll say about that one. But I like this song. Yeah, they made a couple of clever references, and I like the core message of this song, because I think that censorship isn't really a good thing. There might be instances within reason where you might might need to censor things to on a certain level, I guess. But I feel like there should be an outlet ultimately where someone can have whatever creative expression they want, as long as it's not actually like physically hurting, or I don't know, doing something to somebody or hindering somebody else. Like, yeah. Anyways. I didn't mean to get that much into that. That's the most opinion I've had on a song so far. But the next one's called Mama Had a Baby and His Head. I can't read the rest of it because it's like chopped off. I'm definitely going to hide for this one because I don't know what the fuck's about to come up. And his head popped off. What the fuck? Is that what it's called? That's what, I think that's what it. Yeah, Mama Had a Baby and his head popped off. What happened was I started typing it and it automatically pre-filled, but apparently that's a nursery rhyme also. So it took me to the nursery rhyme. Interesting. All right, hold on. I'm getting it pulled up now. All right, let's do it.
Trying to lift her,
Ooh.
pull her. 6 in the morning and I'm taking a nap in the back of the car, waiting for the stars to snap. The scars on my cap remind me of the time we went to Fargo with a car full of anxiety, an angel's breast and a tank top. She started at my heart, she's trying to make it stop. And if I haven't learned nothing, then I've learned a lot. Mama had a baby and his head popped off. Give it up, turn it loose for the sake of life. If I knew not what I knew, then I'd make her my wife. I've been chasing these mice for too long, debating with God about who's right and who's wrong. Got a new song to sing, a little happier, hurting that I didn't learn the words until after the fact. But the matter is a matter of fact. I doubt that I'll ever even try to work it out to having her back. Used to skip classes.
All right, I was going to pause this real quick. I'm also moving my Spotify around a little bit because I couldn't see. I have it on my like vertical monitor, and it's squished, so I couldn't see how many plays. I'm curious, like which of these songs are like the most listened to. Interesting. On this album, one that I haven't got to yet is the most listened to, and then the Guns and Cigarettes is the second most listened to. Wait, where's it at? Yeah, Guns and Cigarettes is the second most listened to. It's got almost 8 million plays on Spotify. Anyways, I'm going to let's talk about it for a second. I like the way that this one sounds like right out of the gate. Like, and there's some kind of like, I can't tell if that's a trumpet. It don't sound like a saxophone. It sounds like a trumpet. It could be a trombone. No, I don't know. It doesn't slide enough. I don't know. There's a instrument there. Sounds like a brass instrument. Can't fucking figure out which one it is. The one other thing that they do a lot is they add this like grainy sound to make it sound like a record. So I've noticed that a couple of times, and I keep forgetting to point it out. But I hear that immediately when this one started. I'm gonna back up just a hair.
Who's wrong? Got a new song to sing, a little happier, hurting that I didn't learn the words until after the fact. But the matter is a matter of fact. I doubt that I'll ever even try to work it out to having her back. Used to skip classes, now I skip breakfast. Never skip practice, and I need to flip the mattress to help me forget the kiss, the lips, the soft. Mama had a baby and his head popped off. Mama had a baby and his head popped off. We did all that we could to try to reattach it. I couldn't do it, so I picked it up and threw it off the building just to see if all the children were quick enough to catch it. Mama had a baby and his head popped off. We did all that we could to try to reattach it. I couldn't do it, so I picked it up and threw it off the building just to see if all the children were quick enough to catch it. So I'll tear down these walls, let the chips fall.
They've got this the sounds like the female voice. Like, I don't know, that little things like that I really like. That makes me think of randomly, you wouldn't think about looking at me, but I like EDM, electronic dance music. I like chill step specifically. I'm not super into dubstep. That shit's a little bit too fucking for me. I like chill step though, because again, like that was what I used to listen to whenever I would program, because I can't listen to metal and fucking concentrate. So I would listen to electronic dance music. So I would listen to like 𝘗𝘰𝘯𝘕 or let's see, who else? Fuck. I was going to give y'all a couple of examples, but literally I'm drawing a blank right now. Anyways, I don't know. I will drag this shit out forever if I keep going on side quests and Googling shit. Anyways, I like chill step, and the little voice like that reminds me of the little things that they add in chill step sometimes.
So I picked it up and threw it off the building just to see if all the children were quick enough to catch it. All tear down these walls, let the chips fall. Let's all go outside and play a game of kickball, laugh a little and live a lot. She squeals and giggles when I hit that spot. If you give me a minute and I can finish my beer and move a tad bit closer to the limits of here. And when it gets clear and the sun comes back, we can drive too fast, we can fly off the tracks. Tucked in your shirt, hike up your skirt. Welcome to the jungle where the tigers give birth. I only took my time because she looked so fine, and it makes me crazy trying to pay them no mind. You should save your spine and stay on the struggle. Shoot the trouble and keep the timber subtle. My rent just doubled because they took my roommate, and I'm keeping these movies because they all passed the due date. Close, cover before striking. Lick a missile at the bird and try to cripple its right wing. And I end every sentence with a ... Mama had a baby and his head popped off.
Again, these songs, like, and they might not actually be, there's some of these might not actually be about anything specific. Like, they could just be stuff. I don't know, because I'll go back to like Nirvana for example. Like, half of their songs didn't even make any fucking sense. They just sounded good. So I'm sitting over here trying to find meaning in the madness, and there might not be a meaning for some of this. I think he makes like little references here and there, and he has like these little, you know, he'll talk about a chick and he'll talk about something specific, but for the most part, I don't think that there's an overarching story to some of these songs, and I keep trying to find one. But yeah, this one's interesting. This one's, I don't know, it's so hard to like, he's got such a replicatable formula, like the standard formula almost, that the songs don't really, a lot of these aren't really standing out to me one more than the other, I guess. They're all just a vibe. This has got like the music stuff that's kind of like got me going, okay, I like that. Again, I hear the bass riffs. I hear the crackly sound from the I don't know what you call it though. Whatever they're doing to make it sound like an old record. So it's interesting. I like it, but there's nothing like jumping out at me about this one yet.
Mama had a baby and his head popped off. We did all that we could to try to reattach it. I couldn't do it, so I picked it up and threw it off the building just to see if all the children were quick enough to catch it. Mama had a baby and his head popped off. We did all that we could to try to reattach it. I couldn't do it, so I picked it up and threw it off the building just to see if all the children were quick enough to catch it. Said out loud, we must network. Should have been more specific. Now have this daily pressure. Some of them just don't get it. Leave me at the beginning, start over and do it well. Shut my trap, stop complaining, stay sober and step on shells. My oh my, yours oh yours. And when it snows it pours, and when I'm running out of fire I just open the doors and go sit on the porch and watch the neighborhood wars. But I've got the sun and I've got my son, and I've got my will to run until I'm dead and done. And this is for the love we found and the love we lost. Mama had a baby and his head popped off. Mama had a baby and his head popped off. We did all that we could to try to reattach it. I couldn't do it, so I picked it up and threw it off the building just to see if all the children were quick enough to catch it. Mama had a baby and his head popped off. We did all that we could to try to reattach it. I couldn't do it, so I picked it up and threw it off the building just to see if all the children were quick enough to catch it.
I'm gonna have that fucking hook stuck in my head. We fucking walking around the kitchen. Mama had a baby and his head popped off. God, I fucking stopped mid-moan or whatever that was. Alright, so I was going to click on the head popped off thing. It says that this continues the theme of the song being about Slug feeling as though he's losing his mind. He could be ending his sentences with ellipses for a number of reasons, including thought blocking, a common synonym for a common symptom of schizophrenia, as a way of saying he's going crazy. Ranting philosophically about topics and losing his place, or being consistently really high and forgetting his place in a conversation. Interesting. Each coincide with the image of Slug as becoming insane and his head popping off, as it reflects either crazy symptoms, thinking outside the box, or excessive weed smoking. A sign of deviance, bro. Motherfucker just called people deviant for smoking too much weed. He's fucking deviants, bruh. Alright, this one was catchy. I was trying to look at some of this, and if I haven't learned nothing, then I've learned a lot. Commentary about the nature of knowledge and wisdom. According to Shakespeare and Socrates, the man who feels himself foolish is the wise one. I agree with that 1,000,000,000%, man. I feel like there's people that think that they know everything, and I don't think that you can know everything. I feel like the more that you learn, the more you thirst for knowledge. So this one was this one's gonna be stuck in my fucking head, y'all. Unless there's a catchier one, this one's gonna be one of the ones that stuck. It's not necessarily my favorite one so far, but it's the one that, like, I don't know why. I don't fucking know. I don't know why. God. All right, we are rolling close to the end here. We got four more songs. The next one up is They're All Gonna Laugh at You. Okay. Mama had a baby and his head popped off. Alright, let's do it.
You better find a way. You better do it soon. It's like the middle of May and you've only got till June. And if I'm forced to watch you touch the torch to that spoon even one more time, I swear to God, I'm gonna implode. The sky's too high to hold, too thick to pet. So fold up the 2 bits and hide them in your wallet, in your pocket full of trauma. And love notes you wrote to the angels gathered around the pole, crooning the stars strangled the band. Laid in a bed made from propaganda and roamed the avenues of humility. And I kept the toothbrush in the glove compartment next to the napkins. So when I'm finally privileged and touched with a permanent address, and I'll be relaxed after this gin and tonic, and I'll bless your track after the impact of a comet, and I'll pay the mortgage after I finish paying homage.
There's so much going on. This one, like, the lyrics are standing out. He's saying, look, there's a lot in here that's standing out. Let me go back. All right, obviously, he's brought up someone, you know, doing heroin. Can I say that on YouTube? Well, I guess I just fucking did. Someone doing, I sound like a fucking narc. Yeah, can you speak louder? I don't know. God, that's the second time in my YouTube videos that I've referenced Half-Baked. Can you speak into the... Anyways, if I'm forced to watch you torch that torch to the spoon, so obviously he's like upset about watching someone, you know, fuck their life up. He said a star-strangled banner, which is interesting. He says, crude and star-strangled, the banter, married in the bed made for propaganda. Brother. This is one of them fucking like, that's clever. That's so fucking clever. Kept toothbrush in the glove compartment. This is another just like him fucking making an observation and putting it in a song. It feels like he does that a lot. I'll pay the mortgage after I'm finished paying homage. That's interesting. I was thinking for a second, but let's just keep going. Let's keep going. I don't want to like go on a side quest.
And I'll pay the mortgage after I finish paying homage. I promise, consider it accomplished. For every cigarette butt that's trying to climb out of my ashtray signifies another phase in this cascade. The great migraine. We think it's difficult enough to just live, much less gain. Well, I put my $2 on the table, just like the sign says. Proceeded to ask God to give me one good reason why we shouldn't perish. She says as careless as we are, unstable as we seem. Selected few of y'all have found something to cherish. I counted that, maybe just to be argumentative, I don't know. But I was like, yo, can't we spare the ones that are worth it? She's like, no, I need the comparisons. I think she could tell by the way I'm responding that I'm getting a little nervous, so I went farther.
There's just, dude, he's just been going this whole time. I don't even know if he's breathed. The music for this is one of the more interesting on the album for me, because they've got like, it sounds like a guitar with some kind of like weird compression, like some kind of like distortion that's like, I don't know, man. I don't know what that would be, like a fuzz or something like that. And then you've got the drum. The drum sounds like it could be a drum machine. This one actually sounds closer to real drums to me. And then we've got some kind of like, I don't know what sounds like a bagpipe or some shit. I don't know how to describe it. Let me back up.
I think she could tell by the way I'm responding that I'm getting a little nervous, so I went far left and just said thank you for the time, for the mind, for the breath, for the flesh. Thank you for the quest, thank you for the vision that spawns anxiety, trying to see and feel why I'm living. Time is money, every moment is costly, so I ration emotion, cause existence exhausts me. Oddly enough, I'm happy I ain't famous. Imagine waking up to the fact that you're simply entertainment. I bet God thinks you're amusing.
I bet God thinks... That sounds like a fucking insult, bro. Oh my God. Oddly enough, I'm happy I ain't famous. Imagine waking up to the fact you're simply entertaining. I bet God thinks you're amusing. Interesting. This was one of the more interesting songs like on the album, and it's got one of the fewer... And this is how it was... I think when I listened to Seven's Travels, a lot of the songs that I liked the most were the songs that were listened to the least. I don't know why. I guess, I don't know. Let's see what this says. So, They're All Gonna Laugh at You is the 12th track on Atmospheres Lucy's Ford, the Atmospheres EP album. It begins with an imagery-heavy listing of various human failings, many through Slug's own self-deprecating perspective. Self-deprecating perspective. And then in the second half, what is this fucking word? Into the examination of old school... what the fuck is this word, y'all? Sagogs?
Segways.
I've never seen Segway spelled before. Fuck. Am I that bad, guys? Am I that fucking bad, bro? Y'all watched me struggle through this album. I've never seen the word Segway spelled before. How the fuck? I've read so many books and they've never said anything about something segue into something else. Never mind, it's just late. I'm just tired. I'm just tired, guys. Into the examination of old school philosophical problems of evil. Contrasting these perceived problems in humanity where the idea of an all-powerful deity watching over and governing these flawed people. Alright, this is one of the deeper ones. Let me fucking clean my glasses off. Y'all know it's been a minute. Y'all probably have... I don't think I've done this all video, so it's time. Alright, well... I might as well just not put these bitches on because I can't fucking read anyways. Help me. I'm widowing-wust. I'm widowing-wust. Alright, so this one is one of the more interesting songs to me. He's just angry. Like, he's talking about, he gets more into, like, philosophical fucking, like, thought processes. And the music is just so weird, man. And I like it when music's weird. I like this line right here, too. I was looking for things that I could click on. The great mind, great migraine. I think this line is actually the great migraine, since he's actually talking mostly about the showmanship and the struggles that come with it. And I've kept a toothbrush in the glove compartment next to the napkins for when I'm finally privileged and touched with a permanent address. Oddly enough, I'm happy I ain't famous. Imagine waking up to the fact you're simply entertaining. Interesting. Alright, I want to see what this is. Here he compares the popular view of God being omniscient. I almost said omnipotent, but I said omniscient, and thus always watching, to paparazzi watching celebrities. Oh, interesting. His joy in not being famous has a dual meaning. Being happy that he's not being watched all the time by paparazzi, but more importantly, being glad he doesn't believe in a God that's always watching because it would be exhausting. He's glad he doesn't believe himself to be as famous as those who believe in such a God. Do they believe God's involved in their everyday activity? Interesting. So he's just glad he's not being watched all the time. Like, he's famous. So, and that is one of the things. That's, I'm not going to get too much into that and my thoughts on that. But, yeah, there is the paparazzi that, like, basically hunt fucking people down. And I don't really agree with it. I don't know. We're not touching that. That's a whole nother fucking thing. I see what he's saying though. This one was interesting. I liked this one. This is one of my more favorite ones randomly. I think it's because the music sounds so fucking weird. So let's keep on. We're closing in on the fucking end. I can see the finish line. The last song is fucking 12 minutes long though. This is like the other album where the last song was long. Let's see. Nope. There we go. Alright. Lost and Found is the number 13 on this album. Let's endure it. This, first of all, I don't know what none of these fucking instruments are. I don't know what's happening right here. This makes me think. This is the thing. A lot of times whenever I am trying to listen to the music, I imagine what instruments it could be. And like I think about, like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, that's a saxophone. I'll think about a saxophone. Think about what saxophone looks like. I think about what saxophone sounds like. I'm always connecting these little, like, you know, lines and dots and all this shit while I'm listening to these songs. This makes me think, I don't know if y'all have seen the motherfuckers that's got, like, they're the one-man band on the side of the road. They've got, like, a random-ass, like, drum set. Then they've got, like, a fucking, a drum on their back. And they got a kazoo in their mouth. And they got some shit hanging here for them to hit. Like, that's what this makes me think of when I hear all of this happening at the same time.
much of what I know catches up. To my surprise, discovered that I really don't know much, and most of much of what I know catches up. To my surprise, discovered that I really don't know much, and most of much of what I know catches up. To my surprise, discovered that I really don't know much, and most of much of what I know catches up. What are you doing? Running from the law, not my favorite hobby. I'm relieved that I saw the speed trap before he saw me. I don't need another ticket. I've got a collection in the glove box. They make great souvenirs because they weigh less than rocks. Man, you better slow your roll. Let the numbers get low, like a 55 stroll to move past the patrol. I hope he don't already know about my top speed, like the helicopter radar that caught me outside of Milwaukee. I'm still living this life.
I think that's a callback to the one of the previous songs where he was talking about how the helicopter radar called him. He said they make great souvenirs. They make great, I don't know what the fuck I was trying to say. They make great souvenirs because they weigh less than rocks. I like that because, you know, it makes it sound like, you know, some people travel across the country and they'll like collect little things from each state. And it sounds like he's collecting fucking speed typics. I can't talk anymore. Oh my God, bro. You're going to understand. I worked this morning too. And I like have a phone job, so I talk to people. So I've just been talking all day. Speed typics. All right.
Escape the problems, quick and quiet at night, just like the insects and the goblins. It's the gas fumes, the fast food. It's all of the above. It's meeting women for a weekend and falling deep in love. As good as it gets, and it's as bad as you make it. But ain't nothing like bathing in a freezing river naked. And I really don't know much, but I know enough to know now that I'm lost. I've never been so found, so in touch. Take this job and give it to someone else. Corn on the cob is better when it's hot with melted butter on top. Could warm the soul, but this one's cold, cause I stole it off the side of the road. I'm not a real thief.
This is kind of goes back to what I've been saying about these fucking songs. He was talking about speeding tickets. Now he's talking about corn on the cob, bro. I like it. I'm just like sitting here, I'm like, man, there's probably some kind of deep meaning I'm not understanding. Corn on the cob is better with butter. I love it. Oh, God.
Steal more than I need. Everything I take, I eat. I never do it for the greed. I'm just a gravel trail type of man. Pull the car behind the brush and get in touch with your farmland. So if you got a healthy looking garden in your backyard, I pull over to admire, then I check for a dog. And if the area's clear, I'll be back here tonight. Set dinner for one under the moonlight. Discover new lights when I really don't know under the stars. Just getting on. That's a nice surprise. Carrots, tomatoes, green beans, cabbages, rhubarb, cauliflower, corn, radish. Here it comes, here it is, and there it went, sunrise. Alright, now it's time to get on with your life. Loaded up the Ford with all the rations, supplies, and hit the road to fly the friendly skies. It's been about a month since I left St. Pauli, girl behind, punctured the heart, but it was for her own good. I left her sitting in the kitchen with the breakfast dishes and gave a name to this distance that she never would have understood. Roll the window down, got the sounds distorting. I've got my last paycheck and half a carton of Newports. And I'm never gonna quit until I face my challenge. And I use your mathematics just to average my gallons. And
yeah, this is... I like it because... So the Ford, apparently he is driving a Ford, so that's, I guess, what the album's about. It's literally, most of this album is about his life as he's like traveling around, and I guess he's living out of his car. So, where did I see that white fucking car? Was that one of the Kendrick songs? It might have been. I don't know. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, Cardinal Newport. So I smoked cigarettes when I was younger. Up until I was like 22, 23, I think. Which, like, obviously you're like, oh man, you didn't smoke that long. Bro, I started smoking when I was like fucking 14. I might have been 15. I'm pretty sure I was 14. Anyways, I smoked Newports. I liked menthol cigarettes back then. I say back then. Whenever I smoked, I liked menthol cigarettes. So I would do Newports were like pretty cheap. And a lot of people I hung around had them. A lot of people smoked Newports. I think I started smoking Cools before I stopped. And then cigarettes got too expensive. And that was whenever I still... how can I not get this video banned by saying the devil's lettuce. That was back whenever I still smoked that too, and I'm like, all right, I can either afford this or I can afford that, so I stopped smoking cigarettes. So yeah.
Newports, but I'm never gonna quit till I face my challenge. And I use your mathematics just to average my gallons. And if you buy my tape, it puts work on my odometer. $10 to take me 300 kilometers. Running from myself, won't stop until I pop. So keep an eye open for me at your local record shop. And I discovered that I really don't know much. Much of what I know catches a what? To my surprise, discovered that I really don't know much. Much of what I know catches a what? To my surprise, discovered that I really don't know much. Much of what I know catches a what? To my surprise, discovered that I really don't know much. Much of what I know catches a what? To my surprise, discovered that I really don't know much. Much of what I know catches a to my surprise, discovered that I really don't know much. Much of what I know catches a to my surprise, discovered that I really don't know much. Much of what I know catches a to my surprise, discovered that I really don't know much. Much of what I know catches a to my surprise. I found myself when I lost myself, and I found myself when I lost myself.
I like that. I like that part.
When I lost myself, and I found myself when I lost myself.
He also, I mean, obviously he says I don't know much, and much of what I know catches a like. Okay, anyways, it sounds like he's admitting that there's a lot that he doesn't know, and I think that's the sign of someone that is calling back to one of the last songs. That's the sign of true intelligence, is realizing there's a lot that you don't know. I like the part he said, I found myself when I lost myself. I like that. There's nothing about this. This, again, was just another song of him just fucking existing and us going on this journey with him. So, I don't know what else to say about this one. This kind of went back to his formula. Like I said, that last song was definitely different. This one kind of comes back. Now, obviously, at the beginning, I pointed out, like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on with all the instruments and stuff. Like, that was... It was definitely an interesting, unique sound. But, I don't know, man. He's just got... These are all songs that, like, I don't think I would just... If I'm wanting to specifically listen to, like, music, like, at home and I'm doing something... I think this would be, like, either I'm just chilling and I want to have background music, or I'm, like... going somewhere and I want to put something on to listen to while I'm going somewhere. That's the best way to describe this, because most of it's chilling, and it's also about fucking riding around and seeing shit. So I don't know, I like it so far. I like it. All right, we are about to pull up number 14, The Woman with the Tattooed Hands. Woman with the tattooed hands. Alright, let's fucking go. Ooh! I love that. Love it. Love it. No wonder this is the most played one.
Most beautiful tattoos on the top sides of both of her hands. She was 43 years old, and as far as I know, had never yet been with a man. It's not that she wasn't attractive, she was beautiful, but it was the way that she interacted. She was aggressively passive, to the point where she would have intimidated any myth that ever tried to catch it. On the right hand, she had a tattoo of a nude girl, She claimed it is what God resembled. But on the left, she had a mirrored image of the same female. And this one, she explained, looked like the devil. I remember once watching her touch her own breasts, how the tattoos smiled as they stared down her stomach, as if anticipating when they'd be allowed to caress the sweet flower that they both seemed to hunger. Sweet flower. Now maybe I was high, but it felt so right. Heaven and hell both take to this woman's womb. It didn't make sense how she could commence touching herself with me wide awake in the same room. But if I've learned anything in my years, I've learned I no longer believe in surprise.
Let me pause it. We're going to talk about this for a second. Okay, immediately the music. This is probably, out of all the music on this album, the music on this song is standing out the most. I like it the most. It starts out sounding like some, like, kind of like jazz, like, kind of like some, I don't know. I really like it, though. I really like it. It sounds really good. And apparently, maybe it's called The Woman with the Tattooed Hands. He's just talking about some chick. I like it. I mean, this is telling a story. It's telling a story about a person. It's telling a story about her tattoos, what her tattoos look like, and activities that involve the tattoos being present.
In my years, I've learned I no longer believe in surprise. But what happened next damn near stole my tears. The tattoos came alive right in front of my eyes. They both slowly stood up and climbed off her hands and showed me why she never took some time with a man. They climbed deep inside of this woman's garden. She closed her eyes and she gently bit her bottom lip. I stepped, I left, and I don't regret leaving. And I'll never forget all the things I saw that evening. A glimpse of religion, a piece of coming closer to understanding more about what intrigues me most. I didn't get turned on, I just got...
What? Interesting. He said that maybe it's because I was high. I don't know what the fuck he was high on, but it definitely was not regular weed. This is some brother, that is interesting. I like the imagery. I like the story. This is interesting. What did I just hear with my ears, guys? What the fuck? Give me a minute. Climbed into her garden? Oh my god, bro.
Coming closer to understanding more about what intrigues me most. I didn't get turned on, I just got turned. I wasn't as aroused as I was concerned. For each one of them I've hurt, and every time I've been burned, I've got a lot to teach, but even more to learn. So now I keep my eyes open, hoping to take in all I can about woman, taking in all she can. And for as long as I breathe, I'll save a seat in my memory for that woman with the tattooed hands. There's good and evil in each individual, for I identifies needs and feeds I desire.
I don't normally stop it as soon as the chorus starts, but this, he's singing like this. This is the first time I've heard this on the whole album, I think, and it sounds really good. Let's back up. I want to hear that from the beginning.
Breathe, I'll save a seat in my memory for that woman with the tattooed hands. There's good and evil in each individual, for I identifies needs and feeds our desires. As long as we keep our spirit inspired, she can bite her bottom lip all she wants. There's good and evil in each individual, for I identifies needs and feeds our desires. As long as we keep our spirit inspired, she can bite her bottom lip all she wants. There's good and evil in each individual, for I identifies needs and feeds our desires. As long as we keep our spirit inspired, she can bite her bottom lip all she wants. There's good and evil in each individual, for I identifies needs and feeds our desires. As long as we keep our spirit inspired, she can bite her bottom lip all she wants.
So
There's good and evil in each individual, for I
this one's interesting. I think this might be my favorite one. Obviously, it's the most played one, so it's the most liked one on the album, I guess. It's interesting. I like the way it sounds. I wish they would have broke up the chorus, because this one's just a long ass verse and then a chorus, and that's it. Obviously, there's a reason that most songs are verse, chorus, and verse, and it's just because like it's satisfying to the brain, I guess. I would have liked to have heard him singing, because this is the thing. I hear it, and then by the time it gets down to here, and I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. If he would have broke this up, it would have let me hear some of the chorus. I mean, some of the verse. Him singing, okay, damn, dude. And then him talking about the next part of the chick with the tattoos on her hands, like, getting fucking wild. And then the chorus again. That's what I personally would have preferred, but I like this. I like this song. This is probably my favorite one on the album. This one, yeah, I like this one. The music on this one's the best so far. The chorus sounds really good because he's singing. Like, I would have liked to have seen more of this on the rest of the album, but I mean, the album's still good. It's still good. Let's see what it does. It say anything? 2001, Lucy Ford, Slug depicts his experience watching a woman with a tattoo of identical women, one whom is God, and the other whom is Satan, on her hands. I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, but yeah, that. Anyways, and seeing the tattoo figure spring to life to get the woman off. Yes, this story provides Slug lots of opportunities to present his ideas about sex, desire, good and evil, and individuality. Interesting. That's a hell of a visual that got painted for me. I don't know what else to say about this one. This one's good. I like this one. This is probably my favorite one so far. But we got one left, and it's the long one. So we're in the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Nothing but sunshine. I like the artwork for this album too. That's something that I haven't said anything about yet. This is very early 2000s-ish. Here, let me share. This is very early 2000s-ish. This almost makes me think of the artwork for the Used album, because it's got similar. It's just, I don't know. I like this. I like the imagery here. It almost gives me like Tool vibes, which, I mean, obviously you guys, if y'all watch my channel, y'all know that's my favorite band. So let's knock out this last song. This has been a wild ride, and we're like 3 hours into this video, which I knew that it was going to be about 3 hours long, honestly.
What do you mean, what was my childhood like? What difference does that make? Yo, my childhood was messed up, so what? Everybody's childhood. What's your childhood like? This is the 90s. You find me one person that had it right. What's that got to do with me rhyming? What's left? Now when my mother died, I had to take it in stride. There ain't no room for pride in watching your father cry. And dad made it until maybe a year later, when they found his suicide inside of a grain elevator. Got over it, I had no other offers or options. Thought about whether or not mom and pop was watching. Never bothered with caution, no time for fear. Saw my folks carry fear for most my early years, and I learned from it. Turned numb and ignored the storm. A burning sun waiting for the world to plummet. Finished growing up under my uncle's roof. Taught me how to count all the way up to 100 proof. From watching him, I learned how to gather nourishment, living off the different women that he had to nurture him. And on the surface, I became a normal preteen, more afraid of nuclear war than snake bites and bee stings. My best friend was my TV, game shows and cartoons, substituted for puppies, rainbows and balloons. Now here I am, the shy type, and I think I'm doing alright, considering what it was like living my life.
Bro, so this is about his life specifically. That's sad. That's how his parents passed. Like, oh, that's so fucked up, man. That makes me feel so bad. And then he went and lived with his uncle, and it sounds like his uncle was an alcoholic. Ugh, God, bro. It's I don't really know what to say. I'm just kind of like taking that in. Like, I don't want to spend too much here, just like reflecting, but yeah, I mean, obviously it's interesting because the more people write themselves into their songs or their past experiences, the more you kind of see like their view of the world through their songs. Like, you can get a clearer perspective of how they view the world through their songs. It's interesting.
Sunshine, it's all sunshine, it's nothing but sunshine. 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 It's nothing but sunshine. Now it's been 17 summers since I've seen my mother, but every night I see her smile inside my dreams. When I was younger, I didn't actually see the accident happen, but every night I see her smile as it shatters against her screams. I can only imagine Dad's internal reaction. Strain, infernal, burning, bound in his brain. What's it take to make a man that owns acres of land abandon the family plan and drown himself in his dreams? I'm glad I left that farm in northern Minnesota, where the time moves slower and the winters are colder. Became a city boy, where everybody acts like they older, where they stick to themselves and keep a chip on their shoulder. 26 years of age, no longer full of rage. I think it's safe to say I've turned the page on my childhood days. Yo, look, Ma, I'm a productive member of society. When I'm drunk, I make noise, but otherwise I live quiet. On the weekend, I go back up north to reminisce. Remember what it was like pretending to be a kid. Late at night, I walk the fields and lurk in the shadows, getting even with life by murdering cattle.
Jesus Christ. A cow skit? Oh my God, bro. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, this is sad. Like, I feel so bad for him. Like, I don't know, man. I don't really have too much to say about this. I'm just enjoying, like, I feel like in both of the albums that I've listened to so far, so that Seven's Travels and this one, you kind of get glimpses of, like, his life on the road and him being, like, a struggling artist and, like, living out of his car, and, like, you really get to, like, know him better as a person for his adult life. But this is, like, the first time that I can recall from any of his music so far that you're getting to understand, like, what happened when he was a kid and what, like, helped mold him into the person that he becomes. So I'm just taking it all in, man. I don't even know what to say. I'm just taking it all in.
Come here. Come here. Come here, yeah. Yeah. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May.
I'm gonna pause it because this is the end of the lyrics, and this song is only 3 minutes in and it's 11 minutes long. So
nothing but sunshine. It's all sunshine. It's 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 nothing but sunshine. It's all sunshine, 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 it's nothing but sunshine. It's nothing but sunshine. It's nothing but sunshine. It's nothing but sunshine. and I'm gonna be alright, and you're gonna be alright. You ain't gotta hold my hand, just walk with me tonight, and I'm gonna be alright, and you're gonna be alright. You ain't gotta hold my hand, just walk with me tonight, and I'm gonna be alright, and you're gonna be alright. You ain't gotta hold my hand, just walk with me tonight, and I'm gonna be alright, and you're gonna be
So,
alright.
Atmosphere, is it literally just Slug and then
What it is, it ain't, and what it ain't, it is. It's a theme.
let me. That sounds familiar. I don't know if that's coming back to the beginning of this album. Okay, let me. Is Atmosphere literally just Slug and then like Ant does the like production? I don't know if there's like other members of the band. Like I don't know if there's other like a drummer, a bassist. Like I don't know who any of these other people are. So I mean, there's got to be like the drummer and a bassist, right? He said, "What it is?" Like I've heard that before. Was that earlier in this? Let me go back up to the top. Let me back up a hair.
Be alright, and you're gonna be alright. You ain't gotta hold my hand, just walk with me tonight, and I'm gonna be alright, and you're gonna be alright. You ain't gotta hold my hand, just walk with me tonight, and I'm gonna be alright, and you're gonna be alright. You ain't gotta hold my hand, just walk with me tonight, and I'm gonna be alright, and you're gonna be alright. You ain't gotta hold my hand, just walk with me tonight.
What it is, it ain't, and what it ain't, it is. It's a theme of a 𝘰𝘗𝘗.
All right, so it's still going. We're just chilling. It's I don't want to fast forward because I'm worried I'll miss something. Okay, hold on. I'll fast forward just a hair. I'm fast forwarding more than a hair, by the way, guys. I'm like moving it a tiny bit. What? Okay, let's back up.
I rode it goofy footed, sicker. I learned to ollie on coke 4 or 5 malt liquor, and that's it. For me, it got not any more acrobatic, but we pedal around Manhattan for lack of better action. One kid is a point man in Pakistani bodega. He sold those loose camel, I'm built into underages. Smoke 'em on a promenade, water balloons drop, hit car, run from cops, skate quick. Basically, both on a location and laugh because it feels dangerous. Daily vacation under the Brooklyn Bridge, across on the Brooklyn bank, show up uninvited. Some kids are drinking beer tonight, they're excited. Brooklyn Tech, Brooklyn friends, Stuyvesant, plus rich kids, thug wannabes, and hippie chicks on some escapist shit. We felt the separate factions and cliques trick.
I like the music for this part. Obviously, I think this is like the hidden track. And that's what was on the first album. There was like a little hidden track. I think he's just talking about like a gathering and talking about people that are there, maybe?
Places and formed our own section comprised of Nike uptowns, born on mediocre skaters. It's like this. Yo, this kid Ivan made the trek from Rose Island for a plastic cup of cold duck in a relaxed social environment. He jetted from this section when the meathead started wilding. This aesthetic wasn't their style, so they used bass to redesign it.
Homecoming,
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 homecoming. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was just a moment of these will be the definitions and other stimulus that cause your growing.
homecoming,
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 homecoming.
I like this.
Sometimes it was good, other times contradicted, but no matter where I stood, I still managed to stand. The last time I laughed this hard, I was a child. It was the type of giggle that would make a young mother smile. I can't remember the why, but the wallpaper patterns had me running in circles, trying to defend my Saturn. Just me and my box of Machiavellian cheese. All I really want to do is show you my disease. She didn't have have the courage to kiss me goodnight, but I'ma give you my word that everything will be alright. Like what the fuck, this phone is disconnected. Just my luck, I need advice before my love gets misdirected. Yes, it's just another symptom of, just another victim of the warfare and those caught between Sean and the Slug. I mentioned the
That like female voices in the background singing sounds fucking great. Like I wish we would have had more of that throughout the album, but again, I like it. And I hate to like, this is the thing. I try to point out about the things that I like and what I like to have seen more of, but I don't want that to take away from the songs and how much I enjoyed them already. I like this album. This is definitely like a vibe, like cruising, chilling album. And you know, we'll talk about that more after we finish this last song, but that I like little stuff like that. I like singing. I wish there was a little bit more singing all throughout, but anyways, this hidden track is like, I'm enjoying this a little bit better than a lot of the songs on the album. Like, don't judge me. I don't know what to say.
It's just another symptom of, just another victim of the warfare and those caught between Sean and the Slug. I mentioned the drugs that used to make us spew forth, carry barely half the pleasure of a pack of Newports. Breathe it in, breathe it out, what it really be about. I'm trying to lose and elude all excuses to scream and shout. Every moment I spent wishing my parents back together would have been better lent to preparing me for the weather. Rocking my t-shirt that reads whatever, all in an effort to relieve the pressure. That Minnesota good sleep. This wood is cheap and now fire's back in style. If I had better teeth, I would try to crack a smile. Well, here I am, Mr. Typical, ridiculously meticulous when painting pictures of pitiful. And little did I know, and less did I care, they would chew up and swallow all that I threw out there. It's not fair, screams the one without a voice. Arm that boy, tell him to aim at the ones that got all the toys.
Homecoming,
homecoming, homecoming, homecoming. Sometimes it was good, and other times contradicted, but no matter where I stood, I still managed to stand. Homecoming, 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 homecoming.
Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was truly moment. These are the definitions and how to stimulate and cause growing.
There it is. Is that what you want? There it is. Is that what you want? Is that really what you want? I'm coming home. Is that what you want?
Interesting. All right, well, I'm just thinking for a second. So I liked the little hidden track. There was so much, it felt like experimental stuff, and maybe that's why I put it at the very end, is because it was just things he was trying. I liked it. I liked that. I liked the way it sounded. I liked the female voice. I liked the weird like sounds that was in the background. This was one that like made my brain feel full. And that's something that I talk about in a lot of my videos. It's something that makes it where I enjoy some of these songs more than others. But yeah, I don't know, man. This album, bro. Woo. Let's see what this says. It says, according to Slug, in an interview, Nothing But Sunshine is not about blaming your upbringing, but the fact that you're an asshole. Oh, okay. It might be based on the novel The Butcher Boy or the film adaptation on YouTube by the same name. So, yeah, and this is the thing. I agree. I feel like your upbringing and things that you experienced as a child, like I feel like that has a really big impact on your life and your trajectory and who you become as an adult. And depending on how good or traumatic it is, can have a really big impact on your adult life. But I do feel like there is a certain point where like, you have to recognize that like that happened, that's what made you who you are, but that doesn't have to hold you back from becoming who you want to be. Damn, that was some deep shit I just said, y'all. Let me fucking write that down. Anyways, I like this album. I don't know if I like it better. So Seven's Travels, they just feel so similar to me because, again, he's got like this similar-ish like vibe to his music. And again, I brought it up before. It's, you got the music in the background. You know, throughout the album it changed a little bit. Like we had a couple of different variations, but it felt like there was he's found a formula that works for him and his music, and he sticks to that. And it sounds good. This is a good, like, I'm going to go on a road trip. Let's listen to something like to vibe to. Or I'm going to like smoke on a road trip. Let's listen to something that we can vibe to. So I could definitely see, you know, going to the beach or something like that, you know, on an adult, you know, trip and listening to this while you're going. And it's interesting because, again, like, as I've gone through this, you know, I don't even know. I paused it earlier when I got up to go get water, and I came back, so I had to like restart it. So I got to edit all that together. So I don't know exactly how long this video is. I know it's over 3 hours, or it's right at 3 hours. But throughout this whole journey, it feels like I've got to see the world through this guy's eyes. I got to, you know, have a peek inside of his mind. I've gotten to like experience a little bit of Milwaukee, it feels like. You know, obviously he talks about that's where he's from, so I got to learn about a couple of different spots. Got to learn about that cafe, the Muddy Waters. Did he just call it Muddy? I can't remember if he called it Muddy or if he called it Waters. But I think it's a cafe. It's a spot. It might be a bar. Fuck, I don't know. Anyways, but it's interesting because I just get to like experience his life as he travels around and, you know, struggles to, you know, become the artist that he wants to be. He lives out of his car, you know, struggles with, you know, getting pulled over and shit a lot, it sounds like. And then he struggles with, you know, it sounds like he struggles with his mental health here and there. He doubts himself. Like, it's got to be stressful living like that and giving all you have to, you know, your music that you love so much. So yeah, I don't know. I like this album. This was a fun adventure for me. I really enjoyed it. I don't really know what else to say. I don't know. I feel like I want to say this one big thing to sum it all up, but I don't know what else to say. I just liked it. As I went through the songs, I tried to touch on each one and kind of give my thoughts about each one individually. Obviously, this was a 15 songs to like sit down and go through. And the other one was 14. Like, good God, that's it's rough to sit down and go through all that one time and try to give my views. But I wanted to make sure that I touched on each song and gave my thoughts on each individual song as I went through it, point out things that stood out to me. But again, the album was just a vibe. He talked about, you know, philosophical things, talked about his point of views, and I mean, sometimes it just felt like he would just turn his head, look at some shit, and then he would write a song about it. I saw the fucking orange juice on the counter, spilled a little bit, saw the condensation. Like, I don't... It is what it is, and I just liked it. It's just smooth. It's just chill. We got hip-hop. We got, you know, a little bit of jazz in there. I mean, it's... What else can I say? Y'all let me know what it is it ain't and what it ain't it is. Is this somewhere else in this album? Because I've definitely heard this somewhere else. I thought I heard it in a different song. I'm not sure, but anyways, I'm gonna wrap this one up here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this adventure with me. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you've already listened to all this and you wanted to see my reaction, so you got to see, you know, my thoughts and opinions on this. Hope it didn't disappoint. Again, this typically isn't my style of something that I like or that I go out and listen to, but I know younger me would have fucking ate this shit up, dude. I would have been like chilling out in my room, like smoking and listening to this, like 1,000%. As an adult, I just enjoy it now for its being able to appreciate the world from somebody else's point of view and get to like live vicariously through them, through their music. So anyways, yeah, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you've watched this video all the way to the end and you haven't subbed, I don't know what to think. Hell, I don't. It's free. It's literally free. And don't forget to leave a comment. We talked about a bunch of different stuff all throughout the album. I want comments. I want to know what you think. I want answers. There's questions I asked that I don't remember, but I want answers. Let me know what you think about the album. Let me know what your favorite atmosphere album is. Let me know what you think about this reaction. Let me know what you think about anything. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.